Hello. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Good to see everyone. Good to see everybody. I see we got King Morgan in the house. Good to see you, young man. Good to see you. We got, of course, some of my Georgia troopers in here. We got Miss Key Kitchen. We got Shania Girl. We got Terry. He said he's my hype man. He's just been putting out some of my schedules. Today is Friday, and I just want to talk about some awareness for bullying. I'm aware y'all know school is about to start, and I does have grandkids getting ready to go back to school, and I just want to share some things about get prepared for schools and get prepared for those bullies, because we know those bullies are out there. And I'm just going to do a little awareness today. If anybody want to come up on the panel and they want to share some things, if they've been bullied before, how did they handle being bullied? Or if you want to put it in the chat, if you was bullied during your school days, share a story with me. Let me know. Hey, Tiffany, good to see you, my girl. I see my Georgia troopers in the house. And I'm just going to put out some disclaimers. Whatever I put on my channel today is for educational, entertainment purposes only. It's good to see you. Are you working? Okay, good to see you. Are you staying cool? Are you staying cool? Today is just this Friday talk. I want to share some things about the upcoming school year and how to prepare for the bullies. This is some awareness for bullies. Stop the bullying, because that's not something fun a child or either adult should go through. Stop bullying and stop cyberbullying. And so this segment today, I'll be talking about that. Anybody have anything they want to share? Have anybody been bullied before? If you have been bullied in the chat before, I'll read your comment. I'll put it up here. Or either I will put it on the thing. Yes, definitely. Thank God for Central. Amen to that, girl. It is just too hot. I ain't been able to do no walking. It's just been too hot. It's been too hot. Let's not try to go early in the morning. These are some of my badges from my membership. So I'm just putting out a disclaimer. If you would like to be a member of my channel, just hit those buttons and you can become a Georgia Trooper. I also have free standard shipping on my merch line. I got a couple of things that I'll be promoting today. I got something with bully on it, and I also have a summer line I want to show. But these are some of my items for bullying right here. Everything is free standard shipping. You can check out my website. It is connected to my channel. I did one of these. I did this design here last year. It just says stop bullying, and I did this today. Just doing some awareness today for bullying. I will be talking about the different types of bullies. Then I also will be sharing a video. Today is just going to be some talk, and if you want to come up on the panel, you can come up and share some things about bullying or anything else you want to talk about. Hey, TNT, good to see you. Your daughter been bullied? Wow, it's terrible. School about to start, so we got to start preparing our children for this. We got to start preparing our children for bullies. Not all children at school are bullies, but you have to know how to watch out for those bullies. So in this live today, I'll be sharing some things. I'll be going over reading. I read over here, y'all. I like to read over here, and I like to do a lot of research on different things. I hope everybody's staying cool. So how's your daughter? Because being bullied, that can mentally, it can mess with your mental health. Being bullied can mess with your mental health. And it just not only children get bullied, adults get bullies also. So we have to be aware how we treat people these days. So it's good to see everybody. Thank y'all for being members of my channel. Thank you, Terry, for being that moderator that always hyping his chat up. He said he my hype man, y'all. So if y'all see Terry putting stuff in the chat, he's just putting like some of my schedules or some of the things he know I do. And thank you for that. It's glad to see everyone. I hope everybody's staying cool. King Morgan, how you been doing? Shania girl, good to see y'all. Miss Key Kitchen, one of my troopers. Tiffany, TNT, good to see all of y'all. I'm just reading what uh TNT had said. Thank you, Terry. You can see and hear me good. Okay, TNT was saying, yes, my daughter has been bullied, but he has been taken care of. I'm glad of that because it happens. And a lot of people cannot handle bullying. So I'm just gonna get into my segment. Like I said, I have put some disclaimers out. If y'all want to become a member, if you are already a member, thank you for being a member. If you want to connect with my channel, if you're new to me today, don't forget to hit those like buttons, share, and subscribe. I also have free standard shipping at my online merch. Um, y'all know y'all in the camera, y'all paying. Look, y'all go. Y'all want to duck the camera, don't want to be in the camera. Just tell them, hey. Tell them, hey. They're my babies. They look. I'm ready to ship them all out of here, y'all. I'm ready to ship them out. It's school time. They gonna go back to school. When y'all first day? The 31st. They go back to school. They go back to school July 31st. Yes. So we are preparing for school. Tomorrow my daughter will be doing some get some things together, like get some supplies. Yes, we are getting prepared for this school. Yes, everybody. I know TNT got children in school. I know Miss Key have someone in school. Are y'all ready for the school year? Are y'all ready for the school year? I think Tiffany, I think she might have some kids in school. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but are y'all ready for this school year? Are y'all ready for this school year? She go back on the 14th. Yes, your daughter is beautiful. She is beautiful. And you tell her that. Keep telling her that. Keep telling her she's beautiful. Like my granddaughter, the one I was telling y'all about, she was bullied real bad the other year. It had got so bad where she wanted to hurt herself. But we had to get together with her, pray with her, talk with her, got with the teachers and things like that. Things has got better, but this going to be a new year. So we're hoping and praying that we doesn't have to run into no bullies this year. That's why I'm talking about it, because we have experience. I have experience seeing my granddaughter and children going through this. So that's why I'm doing awareness on it today, because school fixes to start and there are things we need to know about these bullies. So I'm going to get into my segment right quick. Y'all can drop the word troopers if you want your link to drop. My members links does drop, but it drop whenever Nightbox put them out. But if you want to go on and put your link out already, just type the word trooper. That's for anybody that's coming in. And if you're new coming in, I welcome you. I'll be doing some reading about some things, what I'm talking about today. And I don't know if y'all would be able to see it, but I will put it up here on the stream. This is what I'll be talking about today: signs a child bullying others, and why don't kids ask for help, and some signs that may point to a bullying problem. People don't realize when they pick at other children, it'll affect them mentally. It'll affect their mental health. So we have to know how to prepare ourselves for anything like this to happen. Talk to your children, see what's going on with them during when they come out of school. Talk to them, let them know that you are there supporting them. So I'm going to get into my segment. If y'all don't see me, just know y'all will hear me reading. Uh, Welcome in, and we just gonna go over a couple of these things right here. Okay. So what I have on the screen right here is just talking about the signs and different things to aware. Hey, Albert, today I'm doing some awareness on stop bullying, because school is about to come. School is about to start. Let me know if y'all hear me. Let me know. Put a thumb in the chat if y'all can hear me talking. Put a thumb in the chat if y'all can hear me talking. You say you can't hear me? You can hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? How many of y'all have been bullied when you was young? How many people has been bullied? How many people has been bullied when they was young? It was a lot of mean girls at my school. It was a lot of mean girls. You know, you have like a group of girls or a group of children that thought they was better than you. That, you know, because they maybe had some more like, well, in other words, they thought they dressed better than you. They thought their hair was better than you, or it was always that group of kids gonna be in your class that thought they would look down on you. Thank you, Terry. Or the class start August the 15th up here in Georgia at my children's school, grandkids school. They go back on the 31st. I'm trying to get in the camera. But anyway, also I'm talking behind this screen right here. But when I was coming up, we had a lot of mean kids in school. How many of y'all had mean kids at y'all school? How many of y'all had mean kids? You know, like I said, like the girls but thought they was the pretty girls. You know, we had the girls but thought they was the pretty girls. They thought they was the it. They always used to look down on people that was not fortunate enough to get a pair of new shoes every week, or sometimes kids was able to wear what they was could wear to school because their parents wasn't able to get them things like other children. That's why I say you never look down on other people because you don't know where their situation is. You don't know why they can't get certain things. You see, I was brought up in a home with five brothers and me. I only had five brothers. I didn't have no sisters. But I think my mom did well with us. She did what she could. My dad, he was in the picture in and out. But my mom, I salute my mom for raising five boys and a girl. Hey, Janine World. Today I'm doing some awareness on bullying. And you was talking about that on your channel yesterday. And that's what I'm talking about today because school is getting ready to start. And we need to start preparing our kids for these people because they're out there. There are some evil people out here at these schools, and they look right in our kids' faces every day. So we have to be prepared to be able to talk to our children because a lot of children cannot tell what's going on because they're afraid to tell when another child is okay. And I'm glad your daughter okay. TNT, so her daughter has been bullied before, but she's better now. I'll be praying for your daughter when she get ready to start the school year. Just keep my grandkids in prayer too, because those kids are mean. And like I said, I have ran across a whole lot of when I was coming up in school. There was a lot of mean children out there. They would talk about my hair. They would talk about my clothes. But you know, like I said, my mom did her best. My mom did her best. Back then, you know, we was all sensitive when we was coming up. You know, they always said sticks and stone might break my bone, but words never hurt. Yes, they do. It all depends on the words. Words can be hurtful to other children. A lot of children don't know how to handle bullying and cyberbullying and things like that. Yes, they start like on the 31st. And like I said, we already have experienced my granddaughter going through this. But she has matured now. She's saying this year she's ready to go back. But we have to be prepared just in case because they was doing some hard, evil things to her. And we found out about it. So we had to start preparing ourselves and talking with her, letting her know that we love her. And that's one thing we do, y'all. Tell your children every day how you feel about them. Get in their world. See what they're talking about. See who they are. See who they with on social media. A lot of children are dealing with a lot of peer pressure and they're trying to fit in. They probably see TikTok. They probably see stuff on Instagram. They're trying to be in a certain group on social media, but some of those groups are doing evil stuff. They're bullying, they're cyberbullying. So today, this is what I'm doing today is showing awareness because I know school is about to start. And y'all see what's on the stream. I will be reading some of the things about what I'm talking about today. And Janine World, she was just talking about that yesterday. And I don't know if she want to come up here and re-elaborate on what she was saying because I did hear her say it seemed like she was being bullied. Was you being bullied, Janine World? Grown-ups can get bullied too. Grown-ups get bullied just like children. Grown-ups get bullied just like children. They get cyberbullied on their social media page. And people don't know. Bullying is a crime. You can go to jail. You can get arrested for bullying others people. So I'm just going to read a few of these things right here. Y'all can, if you want your link drop, just type the word troopers. If you want to become a judge or trooper, just hit that join button. And if you want to support my channel, everything gets hooked up to my channel. You say you get bullied all the time? Wow. You're packing to go to your parents' house. I can't come on. Yeah, I know you was telling me that yesterday. And good luck on your new job. Good luck on your new job. But why do you get bullied, Janine? You get bullied now, or you saying you had got bullied when you was coming up? Because I was watching your live the other night, and I was listening at you. It's just some mean and evil people out here, y'all. It's some mean and evil people out here. It's some mean and evil people. So I'm just going to read some tips and different things about bullying and things that we can prepare ourselves for this year, just in case your child come home and tell you, I'm being bullied. And then again, your children don't like to tell you. They'd rather tell a stranger because sometimes they just be afraid to speak out. So right here, these are some signs that point to a bullying problem are unexplainable injuries. If you happen to see your children with unexpected bruises on them, take notice. Do not take it lightly. Loss or destroyed clothing, books, electronics, or jewelry. 9 times out of 10, I think every child has some type of electronic, whether it's a phone, whether it's a Bluetooth, they gonna have some type of electronic on them, whether they supposed to have it on them at school or not. If your child come home and say, I was bullied because they want to take my laptop or they want to take my tablet from me, pay attention to the things your children are telling you. Don't fuss at them for misplacing their phones or their iPods or their earbuds. Don't fuss at them for that, because if they're protecting their things and then they'll run across a bully is probably trying to take their things. So listen to them. We have to start listening, think, pay close attention to everything. So what Janine said. Janine said she got bullied coming up, and people say mean things to me now. But I'm grown and I know how to get them haters off. I know you can, girl. I know you can. They better leave my sister alone. That's why when I was in your chat the other day, I heard you say that people do mean things, and they are. They say mean things to people, especially like me. Especially if you have a problem with things like your illnesses or having problem walking across the street sometime, or it might be something going on with you. You can tell that people, they try to pick at you in a way, like, they try to pick at you for your situations, but you never think you're supposed to get away with that. You're laughing at a person that is crippled, a person that fat, or anything like that, because you never know, those tables can turn back around on you. That's why you have to be careful how you treat people. um Terry said, when someone says about you isn't true unless you believe it. And that's true. The thing about it, Terry, people are so evil, and a lot of people can't handle, especially at young ages, a lot of people can't handle the pressure of other kids making them feel a certain way because they don't have a brand new pair of Jordans or a brand new pair, whatever's out. If they don't have the things that are trending now, like when I was coming up, I was thankful to get the shoes I got, the dress, the pants, whatever I was thankful because I knew what my mama had to do to get these things. That's why I tell my grandchildren now, school's starting. My daughter, she's working and, she's doing what she can. That's why I tell my children, be thankful for the things that your mom and your parents are able to do for you now, because when I was coming up, we was glad to get what we could. So today I'm just showing some awareness for this, because a lot of people are having a hard time trying to get their children things. A lot of people are not fortunate enough to get their kids the brand new jerseys that are out now, or whatever, the LeBron James shoes, or whatever is out now. A lot of people can't afford those things. And you have to explain these things to your children that, look, if we can't get it this time, maybe we can get it the next time, but never put yourself in a position where you have to keep trying to pull out money if you don't have it. If you don't have it, you just don't have it. Janine said, I think most schools here in Texas wear uniform so everyone looks the same. I think they wear them up until 6th grade. KJ, you gotta wear uniform next year. KJ, my grandson going to 6th grade. I think this is his last year. When you ain't gotta wear uniform next year, do you? Uniforms are better, y'all. Uniforms are better. So the baby, she gotta wear uniform, but the other two gotta have regular clothes and shoes. But the uniforms was a help, and they should have made them warm all the way to the 12th grade. It was up to me, but yeah, that's what we're talking about today, about prepare your kids for things, because like I said, a lot of children they can't handle bullying. You know, I always say, if you can't say anything nice about someone, just don't say nothing at all. So I'm just reading a couple of these things I have on the stream here. These are just signs to let you know you can be aware of if you have children at home and you start seeing these different signs toward them. 9 times out of 10, someone is bullying your child. Unexplainable injuries, lost or destroyed clothing, books, or electronics, or jewelry, frequent headaches or stomach aches, feeling sick, or fake illness. You notice a lot of children would say they sick. You know, y'all know we know about going to school. I always tell our mama, I don't feel like going to school because my stomach hurt. Sometimes children say that because they don't want to go and face a bully. But if a child, it seems like a child faking about their sickness, look into it. I'm not saying your children might not be sick, but look into them every time. Look around. I'm sick. My stomach hurt, or I can't go to school today. And you might be saying, why you can't go to school today? They'll say, my stomach just hurt. But why? You said your stomach was hurting yesterday. Your stomach hurting again today. But if your child is sick, take them to take them to the doctor, check on them and see. But I can remember when my daughter, it was like when I was pregnant with my son, I had just had my son. And they called me to the school. They called us to the school and they said, something wrong with your daughter. They said, is it anything new going on? Is it something new that happened in the house? All of a sudden she started saying she's not feeling good. She was having anxiety because I have anxiety. But the thing was, she was doing that because she was getting jealous of her little brother because we had just had my son. And that was her way of getting our attention. So you notice things about your children. Notice when you have like new babies coming in the house, or you try to have new things. If you get new things and you leave a child out, or they would feel like they're left out, they always feel like they need that attention first, especially if they have been the baby for a long time. And so we took my daughter to the hospital. We didn't know what was wrong with her. She just shaking and crying, and everybody was saying, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And then we got to the doctor. They said she just wants y'all attention. She just having anxiety because y'all got a new baby. And she wants y'all attention because she had been a baby for 9 years before I had my son. So that right there just was brought to our attention. When something new come up in your house, especially when you have more than one child, try to at least treat them equal. Because if one child feel like you're giving another child more attention, yes, they're going to act out. They're going to go and try to do something out of the ordinary that you might not know nothing about. So just pay attention to those kind of things. If you start seeing, like I said, they'll say their stomach hurt, or sometimes fake their sickness or something like that. Changes in eating habit, like suddenly skipping meals or binge eating. Kids may come home from school hungry because they did not eat lunch. Yes, pay attention to that. If your children come home saying they're hungry, and I'm like, did you eat lunch today? A lot of people be scared to eat their lunch because other kids bully them out of their food. So pay attention to those things. I'm just going over some things to pay attention because school is about to start. And if you see your child coming home, because I be asking my kids, I say, y'all mother, I be asking my grandchildren, y'all didn't eat today? I said, y'all act like y'all ain't eating today. They'll say, well, that food don't be good. You know, I be like, what did y'all have for lunch today? They'll say what they had for lunch. And some of the kids will say the food not good. And then some of them don't eat because other kids be bullying them not to eat. So pay attention. Okay, okay. Thank you. And let me know when you I know you said you was starting a new job, and I'll be seeing you when you come out. We gotta help you get to that 1K, my sister. And thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. You keep on pushing now. I know you almost at 900. I had shared you the other day. I'm gonna try to help you out whenever I see you come up. Come on and everything. And you know what? You can handle those bullies now. Because, like I said, adults get bullied just like children do, especially cyberbullying. A lot of people bully people on the internet just because they just want to just do something, just steal it. That's all I say. And thank you for coming in. Like they said, changes in eating habits, like suddenly skipping meals, binge eating. Kids might come home from school hungry because they did not eat lunch. Difficulty sleeping, frequent nightmares, declining grades, loss of interest in schoolwork, not wanting to go to school. Hey, Buddha, good to see you, my girl. I'm just talking about bullying. Did you ever get bullied in school? You know, school about to start, and we got to start preparing our children, you know, for the bullies. And we were just talking, and I was just reading something. You know, I read over here, girl. You know, I be doing awareness and stuff. So did you ever get bullied at school, Buddha, or did you bully someone? Just put it in the comment. And I was just asking in the chat, did you ever get bullied? Hey, y'all keeping up too much noise back there. Have you ever been bullied in school, Buddha? Or have you bullied someone? Just put it in the comment for me. I'm just reading some things. Okay. Just answer that question for me. Oh, that's why you learned to fight? Or you was fighting bullies back? Okay. But yeah, that's what we're talking about today, preparing for the school year. You know, I was telling y'all about when my granddaughter had got bullied, the things they was doing to her and how it made her feel. Being bullied can really mess with your mental health. That's why I'm just going over some things that you need to notice about your children when they come home from school. If you see that they're not getting much sleep, if they're having nightmares, they're skipping their lunch, 9 times out of 10 kids be scared to eat in front of other children because children be picking at them. It has happened to me. And I know there can be some evil kids out there. Declining grades, loss of interest in schoolwork, not wanting to go to school. If you see your children, if you know you have your child is active, um, like sports and doing different things like the book club. I know at our school they used to have like the book club. They had things for children to do after school. If they're not playing sports, they do after school. They do different things to keep the children active. And if all of a sudden your child just say, "No, mama, I just don't want to stay after school. I just don't want to do any of these things." Especially when if you know your child, if you know how your child really is, you will be able to pick up on some of these signs, you know. You I never bully, I always was the one that come and get. Oh, so you was like the one that would get the bully. Okay, all right. Okay then, Buddha. That's all right. So you was like, they'll come get you when things like come down in the classroom. They know Buddha gonna come around. Okay, Buddha, I got you, girl. But yeah, these are just parents usually don't bother. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are afraid to tell their parents or someone close to them. They would rather get a stranger. They would rather tell a stranger about what's going on because a lot of children don't know how to face their parents. You know, I'm not saying a lot of parents won't believe their children, but they'll probably think, "Oh, you just want to get out of school. You don't, you know." But pay attention. Pay attention. Whenever your children say something, pay attention. Pay attention. Like Marie said, pay attention. But that's good, Buddha. You know, some people was confiding in you to let you know, because I know. I grew up, I mean, it used to be so bad up in over our way. They used to have all these little gangs going on. When my children was getting bigger and older, I always tell them to protect themselves. I always tell them, always protect yourself. I always used to tell them, you don't have to start a fight, but if someone puts you in one, defend yourself. But don't go around picking at people just to be picking or bullying, because that's wrong. You said you came from 71. All right, digger. Okay, there's a sudden loss of friends or abundance of social situation. And all of a sudden, like my granddaughter, she does. I know she have a best friend, right? And I know they talk every day. And like just like me and my friend, and when I was with last weekend, we had been friends ever since elementary. And we probably had a few little disagreements and stuff like that. There have been times we weren't able to talk to each other because we was dealing with our own personal lives. But if we ever get where you was close to someone and all of a sudden you just stop talking and being around each other, 9 times out of 10, it's a problem somewhere. You either, like I was just saying, if you're friends, you're going to talk about it. You're going to try to make that friendship work, or you're going to just go on about your business. Oh, okay. It's part of it. Mine had several. Oh, okay. Woo, so you was part of a game? Wow. You was part of a game, Buddha? Wow. Oh, my Lord. But yes, these are just some signs just to be aware of your children. They come home feeling helpless. If they feel like they're helpless or having decrease of self-esteem, that means if they start feeling bad about themselves, if they start losing interest in things or saying they want to commit suicide or something in that order, pay attention to these things, because 9 times out of 10 is a reason why those children are saying that. So that's what we had to do. We had to just really just listen to our children to see why they want to do these things. After kids get a certain age, they be under peer pressure. They try to fit in. They try to dress like others. Because I can remember when my daughter was coming up, I used to be like, girl, what's wrong with you? To the mom, I want to get this outfit. She wanted to get something like another girl. And I was like, T, you got your own style. You have your own style, but you still want to fit in with what's trendy. You know what I'm saying? And I used to tell my children, we get you what we can. We never tried to put ourselves in a position where we know we can't afford these things. We can't afford it. We get you what we could. That's what I always have taught my children. But I think I brought two amazing kids up. I'm proud of both of them. Oh, you say you wasn't part of it. Okay. You were just like one of the ones they would turn to. I got you. I got you. Wow. I bet that was rough down there in Miami, girl. I bet that was rough because up here in Stewart, in Georgia, they had gangs. And that's what happened to my brother. A bunch of guys beat him up. They was in the gang. And my brother right now today is messed up. He got brain injury from that because they said it was a bunch of guys. They had bandanas tied right in their head. They thought my brother had some money, so they robbed my brother. They robbed my brother and they left him for dead, but God was with him. I'm trying not to get emotional. God was with him, but he does have brain damages. He does have brain damage. He knows us, but he's kind of like still traumatized because we can see him out in the yard just fighting the air. And the doctor said he gonna probably just be seeing those guys with jump. There were about like 3 or 4 guys jumping. That's just how terrible it was up this way with us. Oh yeah, I sure did. So they let you know I talk about I'm doing awareness for this. I'm doing awareness for bullying. Yeah, I did ask you that last year. I remember. My life background, I was born into one of my father moved states to keep me away from the life and lived around. Then I learned in the 7th grade. Yeah, you did. You did share that with me last year, but I never into the color rule. I wear. Okay. Yeah, I remember when you was coming up here telling me some things. Okay. So I went to Catholic school, but caused my behind didn't know how to stop fighting. I ended up banned from my whole day broad private schools. I had to go to what? What you say, Buddha? I remember you was telling me about that last year. I remember, but I bet you sit back and think about that stuff now, don't you, Buddha? You sit back and think about it. You tough. I think you're a tough little cookie, Buddha. I think you tough, girl. I really do think you tough. Okay, self-destructive behaviors such as running away from home, harming themselves, or talking about suicide. I have went over several signs to be aware of if you think your child has been bullied. When they do self-destructive things, when they run away from home, when they're trying to commit suicide. These are all signs that someone is bothering your child, someone is bullying your child. So you pay close attention to these things. Like I said, I have three grandkids in school. After my granddaughter went through what she went through the other year, we start paying close attention. We start asking more questions. We start being more involved. And that's what it's going to take, y'all. That's what it's going to take. Okay, this right here says signs a child is bullying others. When you now, I'm gonna tell y'all this now. Children can bully your children, but your child could bully them too. So these are the signs that you would notice if your child is bullying someone. Get into physical or verbal fights, have friends who bully others, increasingly aggressive, get sent to the principal office or to detention frequently, have unexplained extra money or new belongings. That's what I'm saying. If my grandson come home, like he come telling us the other week, I got to fight. I said, boy, you ain't got no fight. Who you beat up? You know, I knew we knew he was lying. But like I said, we always tell them to defend themselves. Don't get with a group of other kids to attack another child. That's what you call bullying. When you think you got friends, you're going to say, well, I ain't got to do it. I'm going to send my friends to do it. That is bullying because you're using your friends to attack another child. I saw what you said. Thank you. She always get mixed up when I told her the same thing. It feel like a few months ago. No, it was last year. You know, I do awareness. I try to bring up yes, Miss Key is the assistant. She is the assistant. You know, my mind go wonder sometimes. But yes, I remember when you did talk about that when you came up, because you were saying how when you was in class. But yeah, I just brought it back this year because every year we need to prepare for these bullies. Let me keep. That's why I'm the assistant. Okay. Yes, you are. I know you were. I knew you wasn't a bully. I did ask you that last year, though. I really did. I remember when I asked you that. I'm gonna change my. Lord have mercy. You gonna change it to a pit bull? So, Miss Kim asked you a question because I know you have a son in school. So, if your child would come home acting different, aren't you gonna question him? Are you gonna like if all of a sudden your child attitude starts to change or he get more aggressive, he start just if he start bringing unexplained money home or things that don't belong to him, aren't you gonna be asking questions, Miss Key? Or will you ask your son questions if he coming home with just not being himself? And the question is, would you think your child being bullied or he bullying someone? So you have to ask these questions whether they want to tell you or not. And another one is blame others for their problems. She will know. So she'll know Buddha. All of us say, Miss Key, all of us say your child come home. He left home with one pair of shoes, but he came back home with a brand new pair of LeBron James. Ain't you gonna be saying, boy, where you get them shoes from? Ain't you gonna be saying, where you get them shoes from? I tell you, if every one of these children in here come home with something they did not leave home with, we gonna ask questions. We gonna ask questions. Let my daughter my grandson come home with a brand new LeBron James shoes on, knowing he left him with some Nikes. I'm gonna say, boy, where you get them things from? So you got to start, That right, Buddha. You do you know how much those shoes are? Do you know how expensive those shoes are? Like my grandson, he like to wear jerseys. He like to wear jerseys and stuff. And those jerseys are expensive. Like they said, don't accept responsibility. Like when a lot of children do things, they don't want to accept their responsibility. They rather blame other children. But I'm gonna tell y'all one thing about me. When my children was coming up, if my children were wrong, I let them know I did not appreciate for them for lying or being wrong or doing something wrong. You can't hold your kids up in things. If you know they did something wrong or whatever, you discipline them. That's one thing I always say. If my child did something wrong to another child, I'm going to make sure I get my child for that. I'm not going to take up for my child. But that's what a lot of parents fail at, y'all. That's what a lot of parents fail at. They get involved in children mess. You see what I'm saying? They get involved, like it can be something going on at the school. I have seen grown women trying to attack children because their children couldn't handle those kids their age. The grown-ups get involved. And I feel like if it's a child situation, if it's a child thing, and if that parent, if you can't control those kids, if you can't control the kids, don't step in and try to mess with another child, another parent, children. Get with that parent. Get with that parent. And y'all try to work it out. Y'all try to see what's the problem. But I have seen people on these same streets now be fighting little kids because their children can't handle it. And that's wrong. That's what I call a bully. Why you gonna attack my child when it's a child situation? You see what I'm saying? If a children mess, you know how children do. The day they might be mad, 9 times by the end of the week, they're gonna be and got back together friends. You see what I'm saying? And you said it's not for the parents' fault. And it's not the parents' fault. We just do what we want regardless. That's true. You say you done learned a lot, Buddha? That's great. That is great. Terry said, we must remember it's better to give a person the sour truth rather than the sugarcoat. Exactly. But like I was just going over these little tips and signs, because this is awareness. I do awareness over here. And by school starting up, because after that went on with my granddaughter, it just gave us an eye opener. It gave us an eye opener that just how cruel people are on cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is just as bad as the people out there on the street because they do things to hurt people in that way. That's why a lot of people don't like to put their personal things on social media, because there are some evil people out there will look your address up. They'll post your children pictures. I'd be skeptical about doing a lot of things on my channel. I really do. I do be skeptical about doing things. Y'all on camera, hope y'all know that. I be skeptical about doing a lot of things on my channel, putting a lot of things out because I know it is cyber bullies out there, and we don't know. Uh, I'm talking, boy, get away. But I'm gonna read what you said. You said I did a lot of my life, and it was never my parents' fault. They were always asking questions, but I would just ignore and thought I was the law untouchable. Lord Buddha, did you go? Did you really think you was untouchable? Lord have mercy. That's my grandson, child. My grandson. But what I'm saying is this too. Like my granddaughter, like I said, y'all know my granddaughter had a baby at a young age. And she told us, she said, Grandmama, it ain't nothing y'all did. Y'all raised me. And it happened, it happened. We love her. We love the baby. But she always have said, Grandma, it ain't nothing you and my mom did wrong. She did things she shouldn't have been doing. So we don't hold her. We don't condemn her for getting pregnant at a young age. We love her. We stand by her. And she was the one that got bullied. Like I said, she was going through peer pressure. She was pressured with things. When she was pressured with things happen. Things happen. And so now we're just here to let her know we support her 100%. We support her 100%. We got my baby. He's asleep now. But the thing about it, we have to be involved in our children's lives to know what they're doing, what's going on with them. If they're being peer pressure, if they're being pressured by anyone, we got to get more involved. We have to get more involved. Um, yeah, that KJ looking all in the camera, and I know my granddaughter she was pressure, she was peer pressure, but she said, Grandma, it ain't nothing you and my mama did wrong. She said, ain't nothing y'all did wrong, Mama. It ain't nothing y'all did wrong. We have to learn at a young age. Sometimes we be put in positions where we're not ready to be in yet. But, we learn as we go. We learn as we go. We must remember some people like Bo. Yeah, y'all better run it. Y'all won't be on camera. They running by the camera, y'all. Bowls, toilets, and sewers. Oh, my God. Dude, can y'all read what Terry said? He's so right. Terry, you're right. I gotta let that stand up for a minute. I gotta pin that right there, y'all. I gotta pin that right there. I gotta pin that right there, y'all. Terry said, we must remember some people are like bowls, toilets, and sewers full of. Oh, Terry, it's just a baby laugh. I tell you. Oh, Lordy. Oh, did y'all see what Terry said? Read that right now. Terry, you know what? You'll be surprised at me, Terry. You'll be surprised me. I don't know what you might come out and say. So my next part is, why don't kids ask for help? Why y'all think kids don't ask for help when they're being bullied? Do anybody can ask that question? Why don't kids ask for help? Why y'all think kids don't ask for help when they're being bullied? Can anybody can say why you think? I'm just gonna say, for example, like when we found out my granddaughter being bullied, she didn't tell us. She didn't tell her mom or me. She told my son. Cause it no one business. Lord and Buddha. see what Buddha has said. God chooses the wisest ones to carry the dedicated light souls. It's our job as parents to protect to the best we can, but understand the seed. Exactly, Buddha. So, so you think I said, why don't kids ask for help? You said cause it ain't they business. It ain't no one. Buddha, you just won't do right because it's no one business. So I know you don't have children, but if you had a child in school and your child never tells you that every time he go to lunch, someone take his money. He might come home, you might find like a little stain of blood on his clothes where either someone hit him in the nose or then did something harmful to him. But he never told you, but you washing his laundry now. You watching his laundry and you notice the stains on his clothes. You notice the rips on his clothes. Then you never still find out what happened to your child, but someone from the school call and tell you that I don't know if you've been paying attention to your child, but your child has been bullied for months. I don't be want to know why my child wasn't able to trust me, why he wasn't able to tell me that people are being evil to him, because it's good to have that bond with your children. It's good to be able to be there if so for your child to talk to. A lot of kids just don't like to tell their parents. They would rather tell a stranger. Buddha, I'm gonna hurt you. Buddha, stop. You're supposed to be doing like this. Supposed to be awareness. This is not nothing to encourage someone to bully or then I go break the other. Buddha, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with you. You said I wouldn't be worried because my child would know how to defend herself. Since 2, we were boxing regardless. I believe it, Buddha. Buddha, I can see you now. I can see you with them boxing gloves on at 3 years old. Lord have mercy. Buddha, I'm gonna whoop you. And I would need to woo-sigh and meditate. Buddha, go somewhere. You need to stop. But seriously, though, this is a serious question. Why don't kids ask for help? I want to ask my granddaughter, Yana. Come here, Yana. I'm going to ask my granddaughter, see if she's going to come here. Yana, come here. Yana. Yana, come here. She ain't going to do it. I want to know why did she never just come out and ask us, when she was going through what she was going through. Come here. I'm going to ask y'all a question. Come here, KJ. Come here. Come here. Come on. This is for educational, y'all. Okay, come here. They don't want. Let me come ask you a question. Come here. Okay. Come on. Come here. I have my granddaughter. Y'all ain't got to be on camera if y'all don't want to. Y'all, I'm gonna ask you this. Okay. During the time when those people was at you, why do you never tell us? Why do you never ask us for help? I don't know. Scared. I'm saying, well, why wouldn't? What? I'm wrong for what? Serious called pride. Serious called pride. Thing they don't think is you.
Seriously, because it's pride things, and they don't think it's
Why you say I'm wrong? Why you say I'm wrong? Because I asked my granddaughter, because I want my granddaughter to know that we're here for her. For bothering them. Oh, she ain't doing that, the baby sleep. So why you never could tell us, when you were being cyberbullied? She said she was scared. I'm gonna take this down. I'm through with this right here, but y'all get what I was saying, right? Y'all get, hey y'all, you know I'm the teacher, the health teacher, I'm all of it. But I asked her why did she. Good to see y'all. I asked her why did she never tell us. Why did she never tell us that she was being bullied? Well, she did tell my son, but she did not tell me and my daughter. She said she was scared. Come here, young. Why you was scared? But you know now, come here. Come here for a minute. Okay. Come here. I'm nobody looking at your hair. But she know now that we are here for her. We are here for her, and we go, and you know, whatever that they can talk to us about, we're here to listen. That's what I'm saying. A lot of kids be afraid to tell their. She said, "You shy." She playing the game on her phone. Give me some of that juice over there. But a lot of kids, like she's shy in some way, but she got that baby though. She finna get mad at me now, y'all. But that my baby. That my baby. But the thing, what I'm saying is that come here, KJ. Come here. He done ran in the other room. They just now if my little baby with him, Buddha. My little baby ain't him. My little baby ain't him. The one I would be talking about, Buddha. She ain't him. You know, she would love to be in the camera. I say she gonna be the one inherit. She gonna inherit my channel. Y'all ain't gonna inherit that because y'all don't want to do right. I'm leaving everything to her. But anyway, I want y'all to watch this video this video here is for entertainment purposes only. Because I gotta answer this call right quick. It's still about bullying. So y'all watch this video right here. This is for educational entertainment purposes only. I do not have the right to this video. Y'all watch it till I answer the phone. Okay. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. But yeah, today I was just doing some awareness for bullying because school is starting off. And I just want to bring that up. The video just showing some more things I had read that there are There are different, hey, Professor, good to see you. There are different types of bullying. There are different types of bullying. We had some fun laughing at Buddha down there in that chat. Lord have mercy. Jesus. Good to see you, Professor. Good to see you. Buddha, know she be tickling me, y'all. So the question was, Professor, have you ever been bullied before? Professor, have you been bullied before as a child? Like I said, I had run across some mean girls. I had a lot of mean girls at my school. A lot of them, honey. They thought they was the, they thought they was the, like Terry. I gotta find Terry come in again. But they thought they was the SHIT. When I was coming up, they used to have those certain girls just like to sit at the same place every day in the cafeteria or had old game. They used to always want to be cheerleaders. Or I used to run across girls who always tried to put me down when I was coming up. But you know what? As a child, you had to learn who your friends are back then. Even as a young child, friends don't be cruel to other friends. Friends are there supposed to be there to help you. They don't get with other, they don't get with your enemies and make you feel bad. You see what I'm saying? That's what I call a bully, because when you have to get with someone that does that type of stuff, you are a bully just like them. I feel like a lot of children they going through peer pressure. Like my granddaughter, I just asked her, why didn't she never come to us when she was going through what she was going through? Because my granddaughter wanted to commit suicide because children was cyberbullying her. They was making her feel a certain way at school, had me all upset. I'm having panic attacks and everything. And I have shared that with my chat. I have told him, I said, even Buddha want to come down here and find the little girl, the little boy who was messing with my granddaughter. But, I was asking the question, why do y'all think our kids don't ask for help? And that's what I was trying to finish up. And I just played that little video right there. And my granddaughter said she was afraid to come forward and tell us, like I said, I listen. Listen to your children. Listen to your children. They come to you and say, Mama, you bought me this new book bag, but I don't have it no more. And I'm like, why you don't have your book bag? Someone took my book bag. Find out, why did they take your child materials? Like I said, I'm not going to do anything to harm another child. I would rather get with that parent. We try to work it out. Well, what you said, Buddha, what you gonna do to him? Buddha, what you... Oh my God. I'm just doing some awareness for stopping bullying. Y'all have messed everybody want to call. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, I gotta put y'all on mute. Everybody want to call. Everybody want to come up. You know what I'm talking about? I'll be right back. Hello? Hold on. But yeah, like I was saying, prepare yourself. We are out here doing our school shopping. I think my daughter got to finish up with the kids tomorrow. So y'all probably see me popping up sometime tomorrow. But I want to bring this awareness. Be aware. Pay more attention to what's going on with your kids. If they come home and tell you things, listen to them. And I think that's where a lot of people fail at, the communication part. Because there are different types of bullies. There are different types of bullies. Let me see where my list is. Y'all know I like to read over here. Read. I try to sing. I try to cook. I'm an every woman. I try to do it all, y'all. And I just thank y'all for just hanging in here with me. Boozy had me laughing to my. Oh, I love y'all so much. Y'all just make my day sometimes. Oh, y'all just make my day. This right here is the type, it is 6 type of bullying. 6 types of bully, y'all. There are 6 types of bullies. Hold on. I gotta check out something right quick. Everything is for educational entertainment purposes only. Everything is for educational entertainment purposes only. Thanks to the ones that did share me out. I does appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for sharing my content. And if you want to support my channel, you can. If you want to become a member, it's all up to you. And I have free standard shipping at my shop. I have my Stop Bullying merch. Everything is free standard shipping. Y'all can check those out. And I also have a Hello Summer line going on. This is from my spread shop. Okay, Buddha, you a trip girl. You know you make my day, girl. You make my day, honey. You make my day. All y'all, I love y'all so much. I love all y'all. Yeah, but I was trying to involve my grandkids. She did say she was afraid to tell us why she was getting bullied. So, but we assured her and let her know she can talk to us about anything. We told her she could talk to us about anything. She could talk to us about anything. Don't never um, be afraid to come to us and tell us anything. Like my grandson, child, he's so silly. He running through here trying to dodge the camera. And other time he'll get a little bit up here. But I always tell them, defend yourself. Defend yourself. Defend yourself. But don't go out bullying other children because bullying can affect people's mental health. Bullying can affect your mental health. So be careful when you go around bullying others. Because a lot of people are not stronger than others. A lot of people can't take. A lot of people be saying they would call it roasting, joking. And a lot of people they are not fit for it. You see what I'm saying? They can't fit to handle it. So right now, I'm going to get into my last part of the show. And this right here is telling you the 6 type of bullying. There are 6 type of bullying. We have sexual bullying. There are 6 type of bullying. And we witness this a lot. We have sexual bullying, relational aggression, prejudicial bullying, physical bullying, cyberbullying, and verbal bullying. And physical bullying is the most obvious. It occurs when kids use physical action to gain power and control over their targets. Physical bullies tend to be bigger, stronger, and more aggressive. These are some different types of bullies. Be aware. We've been talking to our children. We've been letting them know that be aware of these people. Be aware of these type of bullies. When verbal bully is one of the hurting things in the world too, y'all. A lot of people don't know. They always say words don't hurt. Yes, they do. Words does hurt. Words does hurt people. Okay, Buddha. Good seeing you, girl. You say you'll go break their arm. Buddha, you crazy. But words does hurt, y'all. Do anybody want to come up? I know you say you're in the background, Buddha. 6 type of Yes, there are 6 types of bullying parents should know about: physical bullying, relational aggression bullying, sexual bullying, verbal bullying, cyberbullying, and prejudicial bullying. I read I said that right. But the physical bullying is the most obvious form of bullying. It occurs when your kids use physical action to gain power and control over their target. Physical bullies tend to be bigger, stronger, and more aggressive than their peers. Example: physical bullying includes kicking, hitting, punching, slapping, shoving, and other physical attacks. Unlike other forms of bullying, physical bullying is the easiest to identify. As a result, it's most likely what people think of when they think of bullying. Additionally, it has historically received more attention from schools than any other sort of forms of bullying. Like I said, physical bullying, you won't see that. If my child come home, she might not tell, my grandchild might come home, she might not tell me someone hit her nose and she was bleeding. But she might have the blood on her clothing. She might have a rip of her clothes, but she hide it from us. So when you do the laundry, if you're watching your kids' laundry, always pay attention to their clothes. Pay attention to things about they're doing different when they get home from school. If their pattern of sleeping change, if their environment, the way they talk, the way they respond, the way they're eating, all these different signs should be noticed when your children come from school. All of a sudden, you fix your child's favorite meal, and you know your child eat this meal, but they don't want it. You know something is wrong. Why you're not eating your favorite meal? And if they come on real hungry and act like they want to eat a house, first thing I ask those children, tell you, I had my grandkids. Y'all must didn't eat today. They must didn't feed y'all today. I sure ask them. Now they come home, get some out the refrigerator. I ask questions. Because most schools does eat lunch between 12, 1:30, something like that. And they get out of school at 3:30. Them children be so hungry when they get home. I'm like, why y'all ain't ate nothing? Sometimes my granddaughter might say, "Oh, that food don't be good." Or they might say they didn't want it, but I want to know because I want to make sure no one's taking their lunch because it happens. Thank you, Professor, for putting that in there. It happens when you get bullied. You be scared to eat in front of the crowd because you know that child on the next table probably wants your hamburger. They messing with you about your food. If you don't give me that food, I'm gonna do this to you. And they be afraid to eat. They be afraid to eat because that big old person, bigger than them, scare them. And they just give up that food and they have to be hungry the rest of the day. Notice these signs with your children. Notice these signs. Pay close attention. And those are the physical things. When they come home with their clothes ripped, you know when your children leave home, you know their clothes were fully filled out on them. They didn't have no holes or no rips, and you find rips in their clothes. There's a reason why their clothes are ripped. And that is part of physical bullying. Verbal bullying is like a predators of verbal bullying use words, statements, and name calling. And that's a lot of that going on at school. Name calling. I went through it. They used to talk about my hair. They used to be talking, ooh, what kind of hairstyle that is, or what you put in your hair, what kind of chemicals. Because back then I used to have a curl in my hair. I used to wear like the curl kit. And I can remember this just good. And back then them curl kit juice be going everywhere. That curl kit juice used to be going everywhere. I had one of my friends to get mad with me. It ain't like I knew my curl juice was dripping on her paper. She wanted to beat me up because some of my curl juice was dripping on her paper. And she was my friend. She got mad to my girl. You better stop putting that stuff on your head. That stuff getting all over our homework. And even though she said she was playing, but I got mad. But she supposed to be my friend. Instead of her saying, Amy, you might be putting a little bit too much on, but she tried to make me feel bad in the class, and everybody was just laughing, and they were like, "Girl, you got all that stuff on your head, calling my head wet, curly juice, and all kind of stuff." They just made fun of me, right? They just made fun of me, but back then y'all know how them curly kids used to be. They used to be so wet, and then if you had a little bit too much on, that juice used to be running in. That juice used to be splashing everywhere. And I just got a little, but it was just like I was sitting in my desk, right? I can remember just good. I'm going to have to show y'all I think I got a picture of my senior year. I'm going to have to show it to y'all. I wore my hair in a low cut, right? It was a low curl. And I don't know. I guess some of my curl juice did get on her paper. Next thing I know, she comes standing up behind me. I'm like, girl, but I tell you, when somebody think they're bigger and better than you, they gonna try to make a scene. But we supposed to be friends, though. That's why I said, sometimes your friend, you find out who your friends are. But like I said, verbal bullying, name calling to gain power and control over a target. Typically, verbal bullies will use relentless insults to belittle, demean, and hurt another person. They choose their targets because on the way they look, act, or behave. It's also common for verbal bullies to target kids with special needs. And that's what a lot of people do. Like people that got handicapped or disabled. A lot of people like to talk about them. I have people because the way I walk, they like, what's wrong with you? Or they might, why you walk like that? Or why you got that cane with you? Or they try to question my abilities. And, if you see me and I've been like this for years, why question me? Why you have to even know you see what's going on with me, and what you don't know is still my business. You know what I'm saying? Like Boo said, it still be your business. Some people just get a kick out of picking at the elderly, picking at people with how less than others. Like I said, a lot of people can't go buy $100 and some pair of shoes for their children. A lot of people can't do that. And then when they go to school, they get picked at because they only can get maybe a $40 or $50 pair of shoes. And I tell you, $40, $50, $60 pair of shoes is good compared to how it was back in the day. Like I said, I was brought up in a house with 5 boys. I was blessed to be able to get what I could. And that's why I tell my grandkids, be thankful. Be thankful for what your mom and what your grandparents and what your dad and people can do for you, because there were times where people couldn't even buy these things. A lot of people couldn't get these things, what some children are getting today. So when those bullies coming at you about, oh, you got on those bro gangs, or you got on those Nike, but you say they Nike, but they no name, Children make other children feel bad about their clothes, about their shoes, about their hair, because they're bullies. And they think they can have power over you in that way. That's why you have to be able to stand up to them, get your power back, let them know. You might, what they always say, sticks and stone might break my bones, but words would never hurt. But words does hurt. It does hurt people, especially when you're dragging people, belittling people, making them feel lesser than what they are. If you're talking about a young lady or guy, talking about what they're wearing or in other words, what the old people used to say, talking up under their clothes, that's bullying. That's what you said, Tier. You said in school I was called Spaceman Ears, Mr. Spock, Dumbo, Bart Forrest Gump, and Bart Marshall Bill from the Living Color. For real? They call you all those names? Wow. So did you was at well, you was able to handle that, Terry? You was able to handle that? They call you all those horrible names, Spaceman Ears, Mr. Spock, Dumbo. So why did they call you that? What, they was trying to say something about your ears or something? That was horrible. It is. I tell you, some mean people. The verbal words hurt. Physical and verbal. Verbal words, those, it hurts. They hurt. They said verbal bullying is often very difficult to identify because attacks almost always occur when adults are around. And see, that's what a lot of people do. Now they know they be wrong. Like you could be in the classroom and some of them will try to say things about you, and because they know the teacher is not around. And then if you try to tell them, first thing they'll say, you a snitch or you scared. No, you won't be a snitch. You're thinking about your well-being. You don't want nobody to sit there and call you names like what Terry said they was calling him, Dumbo, Spaceman, different things like that. Those are hurtful words. And if you want to report it, report it. Don't be afraid to report when someone is mistreating you or doing something to hurt your feelings. See what Professor said. Words can be devastating for children and young people. Yes. They're like my granddaughter, the one I was telling y'all that got bullied the other year. They will cyberbully my granddaughter. Then when she go to school, they would say things about her face because she have acne real bad. And they would call her ugly. They would be saying these horrible things to her. She was just up here a while ago, and I asked her why did she never could confide in us and tell us about what the people were saying and what they was doing. She said because she was afraid. She was afraid to tell us. She was afraid to tell us what they were doing. But we tell my granddaughter, she's a beautiful young lady. And at a certain age, we all get dark spots in our face. We're going through puberty. We all have been there. We all have been there. We let her know, we assure her that she's a pretty young lady and we love her. So words can be devastating. So like I said, there was 6 kind of bullies, the verbal and physical. The next one is relational aggression. A relational aggression is a sneaky, insidious type of bullying that often goes unnoticed by parents and teachers, sometimes referred to as emotional bullying and social bullying. Relational aggression is a type of social manipulation where teens try to hurt their peers or sabotage their social standings. Relational bullies often others from a group, spread rumors, manipulate situations, and break confidence. The goal of relational aggressive bullying is to increase their own social standing by controlling or bullying another person. And that's what I was saying about cyberbullying. They be on cyberbullying, be on the internet. They does things to patronize or manipulate others. If you put up a video, just for instance, you going to school and we let our children be on TikTok, and I think my grandson did have YouTube, but he don't be on it that much. Both of them had YouTube, but I know they be on TikTok. And my granddaughter was on TikTok, and she said that's what they were saying, a lot of horrible things to her. But we had assured her, and we told her, those people do not know you. Social media, people don't know you. They only can speak on what you put on social media, or they even try to look your personal business up, which is wrong. But other than that, people don't know you on social media unless you let them know you, unless you put your business out. That's how they will know you. You see what I'm saying? My channel's an open channel. I tell y'all things, and some things I don't tell y'all because that is my business. You see what I'm saying? And I always say, if you don't want your business to put out, don't tell it. But if you're a YouTube creator and you choose to put out personal things, that is your business. If you use it as educational, things like that. But like my granddaughter, she had put up a little video, and I guess a lot of people wasn't giving her good compliments on it, or they were saying horrible things, and they were just being just evil. They were just saying stuff like she should do this to herself. Nobody like this. You should commit. They was telling my daughter to hurt herself, but I wanted her to be stronger, but she have got stronger. But back then, she was not strong enough to tell the people, look, you don't know me. What I'm gonna hurt myself because you telling me to hurt myself? So we had to step in. We had to get involved. We had to assure her and let her know daily that how much she means to us, how much we want her here with us. That we, you know, you gotta let them know their life is worth living. No matter what the social media world say, some people just put anything on social media just for a view, just for a click. They do it for monetary gain. They do anything for attention. You see what I'm saying? But that's why I always say my motto: if I can't build you up, I won't tear you down. Because I don't get excited, or I don't get off, or that don't make me feel good to make another person feel bad. I wouldn't do that. That's not in me. I don't like to see another person hurting because I don't want to hurt. If you don't fool with me, fine. Go on about your business. But don't bother me. Don't bother me. A lot of people ain't in for all this. Ain't for this BS. I'm just gonna say a lot of people just ain't for BS. I like to come on my channel, put out my content, deal with who deal with me, and go on about my business. See what I'm saying? I don't bother people, and I don't want nobody bothering me. That's how I was raised. If I can help you, I will help you. But other than that, I don't have time for the drama. The end of that. I don't have time for it. Yes. Learn what you share, particularly on social media. That's right. You got to know what you're putting out there. You got to know what you're putting out there. That's why I told my daughter we have to monitor. Buddha, come on up here, girl. You sticking around. You want to come up here. But you got to know what you're putting out there on social media. That's why I told my daughter we start monitoring those kids. We start seeing what they're putting out there. You have to do that, especially when you got children that on social media. You need to know what they're posting. You really do. We must remember some people stand on the broken parts of another person's life because they can't stand. Ooh, you better say it. You better say it, Terry. You better say it. And that's true. People are living off misery. They are misery. But these are just some things I wanted to do awareness on today. You in your business. I'm in the bushes. Get out them bushes. Better get out them bushes before something bite you. Better get out them bushes before something bite you. So, Boo, I'm gonna ask you a question. Okay, I'm reading the 6 type of bullying. When I get through going through this, then it'll probably get close to my time up. But I just went over 3 types of bullying. Out of those 3 types of bullying, which one y'all think is the worst? Is it physical, verbal? Hold on, and I'm reading the one about relational aggression. Like I said, relational aggression is when someone try to They play on your emotions. They try to manipulate you. You see what I'm saying? Um, all okay. The next one is cyberbullying. Let me get that link. And I just went over cyberbullying because that's what my granddaughter was going through was cyberbullying, and she was going through it at school. So y'all think all bullying is wrong. But they saying that physical bullying is the worst because physical bullying, you can see it. You can see it. You know what I'm saying? You can see, hold on. You can see the physical bullying. Cause you can see someone getting hit in the eye, or you can see someone clothes getting ripped. But when you get emotional bullied, you can see it in a person's face whether someone had hurt their feelings. A lot of people, they try to shake things off. They'll shake things off, knowing that people have really rubbed them the wrong way. So hold on, boo. I'm trying to get the. I think all bullying is terrible. All. There's no perfect one. There's no uh good one. There's no bad one. All of them bad, especially when it come down to hurting people's feelings and things like that. Um, I read three. I'm gonna read the other. The next one is cyberbullying, and everybody know what cyberbullying is. It's the internet. It's the internet, and like we were saying, you have to be careful. You have to be careful what you put on the internet, y'all. We have to be careful. We really do. We really do have to be careful what we put out here on the internet because some people would take what you put on the internet and try to use it against you. They'll try to use it against you. I'm on Facebook, right? I'm on Facebook. And Facebook, I basically share, if you follow me on Facebook, you'll see my family. You'll see my mom, you'll see my dad, you'll see my brothers, aunts, because I communicate with them in that way, especially like my dad, he might share a video with me, or I might put my grandkids pictures up, different things like that. I basically put a lot of their stuff on Facebook. I you have seen my grandkids on my channel, but I mostly relate to my family through social media with Facebook. And I know I have seen how, hey, Buddha, good to see you. I have
Yeah,
seen how a lot of people cyberbully people by going on their Facebook, getting their portraits, getting their pictures, posting them on their channels. They do all that kind of stuff. They do all that stuff. That's bullying. Um, that's why a lot of people like Buddha. You show yourself, but you don't really show yourself that much on social media. Why you don't really show yourself that much, Buddha? Why you don't really? I know you do, but why you don't really show your self? Because of bullying or
no,
cyberbullying or
no, because of people's energy.
oh,
And
okay.
not only that, it's just people that are into satanic or Wiccan or anything. The reason why I don't show myself is spiritual. Spiritual, you can
Hey,
get
Tommy.
spiritually attacked.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say that, it's easily when you show your picture. I don't.
You want to see with your mom?
Nigga, cute.
His name is Kyrie. Everybody,
What's his name?
Kyrie.
Carrie. Carrie.
You see what Professor was saying? Uh, trace their IP address and beat their.
Yeah, that's what I said. Trace the IP address.
So I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. Now
I learned
I
how to do
heard of it.
that in seventh grade. I started learning how to hack in seventh grade, and I just
Oh,
learned for to trace people's IP addresses
but ain't that
and everything.
illegal?
Huh?
Ain't that illegal?
Is it illegal if you send me a bullying email?
Huh?
The police don't want to do nothing, so I will. I'll trace it.
I hold him for a few minutes. Tell
But
Buddha,
yeah,
hey y'all.
it's illegal.
Buddha, this
Hello.
one I've been talking about all along.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Buddha will finna come find the
What's
person that
up?
was messing with you that day. But look what she ended up with after the bullying, Buddha. This what she ended up with right here. She's oh grandma, that ain't funny.
How's that not funny?
She said, that ain't funny, grandma. But anyway, she's tough. You strong on that, ain't you?
But it's a blessing.
Yeah. You ready to go back to school? Because she been out of school for a while. You ready to go back to school? You ready to handle whatever? Just call grandma. We gonna come out there with my stick and everything. I'm gonna call Buddha.
Hmm.
But
Yep.
you know I do awareness over here. And you know I was coming with the bully. You know I do it every year. Like you said, you had just told me about when you was coming up. But
Yeah.
for what you were telling me in the chat, you seem like you was a protector, Buddha. You seem like you was one of the ones that like to help protect others. So that's how you was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kinda. Yeah.
Now,
I was always told about gangs and about the gang life
okay.
by my father. My
Okay.
mother is the one who always liked to, you know, watch what she says, and I can only know certain things. She liked to keep me in a bubble. No,
Or your
my dad
mom.
was the one. Yes, my dad was the one. Was like, listen, this is the real world. There are no friends, so
Mm,
don't believe when there are friends. And then I would get so mad and tell him, no, I can say that. But he's right. There are no friends. Shit.
that's
If
true.
you lucky, you probably only get
You
one.
you got something you want to say to my granddaughter because she's just not finna go back to school after so many months. You got anything you want to say to her? Because she was
Uh,
bullied. She was bullied. Had me crying. And yeah, it was a long time ago, but
I would
I'm just
just say
saying you still got
Wusa
to
and
go back to school,
ignore.
though. Somebody, she ain't scared of no more. I just hate she had to go through that, you know. But she good. What you was saying, Buddha?
I would just say, if it was
God,
me and my daughter was going back to school, I would tell her to protect yourself if it came to that point. If it comes to the point where it's you and like four of them come to the bathroom, you pull out each switchblade on each side of the pocket. You say hello to my little friends, and you watch them run
Buddha,
out screaming.
Buddha. We doing
Yeah,
awareness,
I did
Buddha.
that. I did that.
We
Shit.
doing awareness,
It
Buddha.
was me, a 5 foot. I weighed 109 pounds, 5 feet, and three girls came into the
Don't miss
bathroom.
it.
And my dad told me, defend yourself when needed. So, look, I'm in the bathroom with three girls.
Buddha, do you
Look,
see my big old sign up there? You see what my sign say, right?
yes,
Stop
stop
bullying.
bullying. That's right. That's right. Y'all parents better talk to y'all kids. Cause
Auntie
y'all want
Buddha.
y'all kids to come home.
This Auntie Buddha. Auntie Buddha. But she said she ain't scared of nobody now. It was like when she was 13. She was, they wanted to, she wanted to commit suicide. But
Why?
because they used
Ain't
to pick at
nobody
her
worth
all the
no
time, Buddha.
suicide.
Huh?
Ain't nobody worth your life. Ain't nobody worth their breath.
I know. She said she was scared to tell us. We found out, and
Boy, I'd be so quick to tell my daddy when I came home. Ah, 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 ah. Well, I'll be so quick to my dad.
Lord.
Mm-mm.
She said
No,
they don't let them bring nothing in the they check y'all for y'all get to the school, don't they? Early in the morning. Check out book bags. Check y'all book bag. We go through a meal check. Oh, okay. But yeah. So Buddha said she was wearing boxing mat. What you said you were wearing a little boxing thing at what
huh?
age? Do you say you start boxing at an early age?
Yeah. If it was my child would learn how to fight at the age of 2. Start boxing even if you're a boy or a girl.
Oh, okay. She said she gonna teach her baby.
Yeah.
Mwah. Daddy love you. Buddha, don't this just make you want one?
No.
Buddha, stop. Buddha, you supposed to be like hipping me and
No, no.
you want to
I
wear
just
this?
did
You
no,
over here talking
no.
about some blaze and go. Big Key, come get Buddha.
I'm being truthful. What do you want me to beat
The only
around the
true friend,
bush?
the only true friend you will ever have during this lifetime is the Most
Exactly.
High. Amen.
Exactly. Amen. I learned the hard way.
You learn the hard way.
Yeah, yeah, when my friends all went fleeing to different states. They all ran.
Oh, we got Terry up here. All right, Terry. Terry said they used to Terry. Hey Terry, how you
Hey,
doing?
Terry.
Tell us what you said. Tell me what they used to. Terry said they used to call him all types of names. What names they used to call? This is Minister Terry up here and Buddha up here, y'all. This is
Two
my crew, my normal crew. Huh? What they call you?
Chocolate chip cookie.
They call you chocolate chip cookie.
Cause my acne.
Oh, cause my granddaughter had acne real bad.
But
She
not,
said,
not bad no
no, it didn't clear it up a whole lot. She
I be
said they
like, you
used to
must
call her.
like chocolate chip cookies because you stay talking about chocolate chip cookie.
She said they called her chocolate chip cookie because she had spots in her face,
So
and that's what
you
they
saw
was
what
like.
I'm saying? You should come back and tell the person saying that you must like chocolate chip cookies because you always talking about it. It's gonna come to a point where I stuff it in your
Terry, close
mouth.
your eyes, Terry. Close your eyes.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
My baby got his hand all down in my shirt.
Oh my goodness. Terry, close your eyes, and Terry done jumped off the screen.
But he finna tell y'all what. Come back, Terry. He finna tell y'all what they was calling him at school. That is Terry. You can come
Miss
back. Oh,
Key,
that
you
Big
saw what
Key.
she did to
Hi, Big
Terry.
Key.
Hey, Carrie. Hey, buddy.
Hey, there go TT Key. TT
Miss
Boot
Key
up there trying to
hiding
tell your
herself.
mama how to fight.
I would just get her a taser if you sending her back to school. Or you know what? It's legal to have pepper spray.
Huh?
Pepper
But
spray.
we got Miss Key up here. We got Buddha and we got Terry. And
Hey,
Buddha,
It's
Buddha.
legal. Hey, Miss Key. Ain't
so
that
Terry
legal?
said he was bullied when he was coming up. Y'all, Terry, tell me what you said they was telling you when you was coming up. What the names they was
Yeah,
calling you?
yeah, cause they call me Mr. Spark because in my large ears. I was called
Oh, they were
Dumbo.
talking about your
I was called
ears.
Forrest Gump because I like to run fast. Yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
they call you Forrest
And
Gump.
then they called me Forrest Gump.
Forrest
Yes,
Gump.
ma'am.
Oh, what? Forrest?
You
Yeah,
That's
ever
the one that was.
heard that
That's the
line
one that was
called
doing
"Run,
all that
Forrest,
walking,
Run"?
wasn't it? What Forrest was the one doing all the
Yes,
walking and
ma'am.
running?
Yes,
somebody
ma'am.
called me that when I was little too. Forrest Gump and Dumbo. I'm like, you must like Dumbo, huh? You wanna go flying on Dumbo, eh?
Well, I'm
Oh,
saying people don't know that. Let's be honest, y'all. Go around the circle. Don't words does hurt. Be honest now.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the truth.
yeah, they hurt.
Words does hurt. You know they always say sticks and stone might break my bone, but words never hurt.
That's the
Guess
Yeah,
what?
dumbest
they
saying.
hurt,
That's the
and
dumbest
I
thing they
learned.
ever came up with. That's the
I
dumbest
learned
thing
in
they ever
first
thought of.
grade. I learned in first grade when it hurts, you make them hurt.
What did you say? What? When they
Yeah.
when they
This
make get hurt, they
well,
Professor,
I
you
would
want to
say
come up here? I've
in
been trying to get Professor to come on the panel.
kindergarten. Kindergarten was my first fight.
Your first fight was in kindergarten?
Yeah, I slammed the girl's head on the desk.
Ooh. What you know about that at kindergarten, though, Buddha?
Cause
Thank
I was
you.
watching WWE with my dad. We used to watch
My brother
WWE,
used to watch wrestling too.
Worldwide
That's why they used
Wrestling.
to say I was gonna be
Yeah,
a tomboy. Cause I
yeah,
had
they would
five
always
brothers.
call me that too. Me and my dad would always watch that
Hmm.
ever
So Miss
since I was
Key, have you
little.
ever been Miss Key? Have you ever been bullied, Miss Key?
Mm.
Verbal bullying or physical bullying or
No,
cyber bullying?
no, I won't say no cyber. I mean, as yeah, maybe as a kid, but yeah.
As a kid,
But I don't like to be okay, open it too much.
huh?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, when I say about bullying, it can be something verbal.
Yeah,
Verbal
yeah,
hurts
like
people a lot too. Now,
people say stuff that be hurtful and
yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess if you call it that, I guess I was bullied. But it went in one ear and out the other with me.
mm,
And then some of it, kind of stayed with me.
yeah, because it depends on what they say to you. Because when you
Yeah.
older, some of the times what they said, those words may trigger you in your adulthood.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all all say all bullies because I went over three. Is cyber bullying, physical bullying, verbal bullying, and then relational bullying. That's like when they try to do things to play on your emotion and try to manipulate you in public. You know how some people will try to do that,
Well,
try to hurt you out in public. That's what they call relational aggression right there. Then we got cyberbullying, and then we got sexual bullying.
oh,
Sexual
wow.
bullying consists of repeated harmful and humiliating actions that target a person's
Oh, shit.
sexuality. Like for instance, if a person say he's yeah, my granddaughter said like if a person say he gay or a lady say they, I mean,
Oh, that's what that is. You making me
whatever
think
people's
the
sexual
worst.
preference are, how
I thought I'm thinking something I'm thinking worse. I'm thinking something else. I'm like, oh my
Oh
god, there's just a thing called that?
what
Yeah,
Buddha?
no,
yeah, I thought it was something else.
Buddha thought you was talking about the other harassment.
Yeah,
The
that's why I
sexual.
was like, oh my god.
I'm saying like people judge people for their own sexual purpose. Whatever
Right.
you decide you want to do in your life is your business. But they saying sexual bullying, that's what people call the name call, uh vulgar gestures, uninvited touching. This like when you sexual harassing people too.
What
Yeah, that's like
grade is she in?
She going to the 10th.
The
10th.
10th grade?
Yeah. And look what she got. Yeah.
Well, she a fighter. She got a boxing built body. I seen right here from the background. She knows how to box.
Who?
Your
Time now.
granddaughter. Yeah.
You
No.
not
Tell her
Hula,
watch
please.
John Claude Van Damme. Tell her watch John Claude Van Damme
Ugh.
I don't know how to
and
fight,
Mickey, do
but I
you
know how to fight though.
Mickey, do you hear what Buddha? You hear Buddha,
watch
right? She
some
did.
boxing movies.
yeah. Buddha said she gonna have to take up for herself. Let somebody go
Yeah,
help
but
her.
she said she's better now. This was when she was real younger.
That's when I couldn't fight.
She was there when she couldn't fight. They was
But I can
bullying.
fight now.
You can fight now. Can you
But
fight for real?
but fight is not the answer for everything. If you want me to be honest with you, it only leads up to money, bills.
What you can do, KJ? Be my grandson. Can you fight?
Yeah.
Go. What you think, Mickey? You think you can fight, Mickey?
I think KJ a clown.
Yeah.
Y'all better be glad y'all little friend ain't here. She on her way though, but I probably through when she get here. But get back to this sexual. So what y'all think about the sexual bullying? Don't people try to bully people in that way, right?
Yeah,
For sexuality.
because like
Yeah.
like I said, if you in school and if you a boy and you kind of like have girlish ways, you kind of like I don't want to say it like harsh, but you kind of like make yourself a target when you acting like that, right?
Yeah.
What now?
It's like you make yourself a target when you dress like if you a boy dress like a girl, you kind of making yourself a target because you know people out there going to say something about it.
Yeah. And then some say like they can't help it. Like my one friend, he was like, "Oh, I was so scared of you, and I was like, why? And he's like, "Cause of your face." I'm like, "Cause of my face." I'm like,
Oh,
"This is my
someone
face
told you
every
that?
day." Yeah,
Someone
somebody
told
told me
you
that.
that?
Yeah, he's like, I'm like, "This is my face every day." So what you saying?
But you got the rest in the face.
Listen to
I
what
don't know.
Professor
He's
said. This what Professor said about you, Buddha. Buddha sounded like she was a grown woman. Professor. She said she was boxing. She slammed somebody. Child you did like that, and they didn't come get you.
All the parents were standing right there against the wall. My mom told
Buddha,
me,
I believe I told you that last year. I
and
did
that
tell you,
became
Buddha. I
my
believe
best
you a tough
friend
girl.
to the age 15. Till I threw a pool ball at her.
Mm-hmm. But but I hear what Miss Key said too about the sexual. Cause like now, Buddha, you have already told me, and I know you said you don't like. You like to wear. You like. Do you want? You like to wear like men clothes, or you just like to be loose? You don't like to wear nothing tight on you.
Buddha like
I don't like
comfortable,
that tell them. I just like comfortable.
comfortable.
You don't like what? You
I
don't
just
like
like
dresses, right? You don't
comfortable.
like dresses.
No? Who died? Well, I wouldn't even
You
say
make
that
my
because
Hey,
my friend's
hey,
So
funeral,
Buddha,
I
when
went,
hey,
I
I
went
think I asked you this
pants.
hey,
last year because you were my
yeah.
guest last year. I asked you when the last time you wore a dress.
No,
You
you
said
no,
you went to
yeah, you
somebody's
tried
funeral,
Buddha
right?
last time. You tried her, asked if she wanted a bikini. That's what happened.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Damn bikini, look.
And then you went
Oh
and
yeah.
then you went to Walmart and then showing her the stuff.
Yeah, like old lady. Like old grandmothers, bathing
Yeah,
suits and
because
stuff with
I
the
was getting
little
ready to go
thing
on
around
vacation,
it.
and I was saying, "Boo,
Uh-uh.
I'm buying you a 2-piece bikini set." You told me
Oh,
you ain't
heck
wear that
no.
like that, so you don't wear
Mm-mm.
2-piece. You wear all over suit.
I wear shorts and my
Oh,
sports bra.
okay. Well, you do wear a bra then.
My sports bra.
Look at Terry on her
What
last.
do you
Oh,
think? I let my breasts hang
Lord,
out? What
Look,
the
look,
heck?
Lord have mercy.
Buddha is not a man. Buddha is a
I know
woman.
she's not a man.
Why wouldn't I wear a bra?
I know she's not a man, but she said, you know what I would do when I was farming the Georgia Troopers, right? I said, Buddha, what you gonna wear, heels or boots? What you told me, Buddha?
Timberlands.
You wear Timberland. Put some boots in the chat. Put some boots in the chat for Buddha and Terry. You put some boots in the chat for Buddha and Terry. But so get back to sexual bullying. I mean, people are getting bullied for their sexuality. Whatever you choose to be in your life, that's your
But
business. How
even
you
that too,
dress,
like
how you dress, and everything. You know, that's your business.
say a girl wear a skirt to school. Say a little girl wear a skirt to school, right? And a boy touch her, and she don't want to be bothered because she got a skirt on, and they try to harass her. You know, they get harassed that way too.
That what happened to Yana was a boy touched her inappropriate. I think she hit him, but they suspended her. Didn't that what happened, Yana? Then you said somebody had to touch you in the wrong place, and then they got suspended. Then somebody had touched you in the wrong place, right?
He grabbed my top area.
He grabbed your top area. And what did they do? They was talking about you the one being aggressive, right? They was blaming my granddaughter.
They got mad because I pushed him on the ground.
Okay, he grabbed her boobies and she pushed him, but they saying she was the aggressive one. But look, we had to. I mean, it's crazy. They was taking up for him instead of, but he did get suspended. Then he got suspended, but they trying to say my granddaughter was the aggressive one. So I think that was wrong because he grabbed her boobies. You know what I'm saying, y'all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They always say that. They always blame it on you when it's not you. Because I knocked the shit out of the
you
boy.
girl fight
Then
now.
it's my fault.
She will fight. She got to fight with the baby daddy, but we didn't know they were. We didn't know what was going on right then. She got suspended.
Hey,
Both of them
TNT.
got suspended.
Why?
This fight.
They were fighting
He
each
was
other. We
hitting
didn't know
her?
they liked each other. They liked each other, but they were acting at school acting like they was fighting. You ain't like him.
Well, you had to like him to create the baby.
Hello.
Oh, damn. You had to like him.
They wasn't liking each other back then, but we think it was
Yeah.
more to
We
it.
hard. We
Hey,
hard.
hey, y'all, hey, Jabba. We're talking about bullying and
Hey,
how
Jubba.
to avoid bullying. She said she didn't like him back then, but we were like, oh, we don't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
She said he had
Okay.
touched her butt. He touched,
Oh.
yeah, he touched her butt, y'all.
Oh,
And look,
yeah.
look,
He touched a
look.
whole lot of things. And she shut the door.
Go, go.
She shut the door.
Y'all know y'all crazy.
She gonna get
You
it.
gonna
Like,
get it.
she
You
gonna
know
get
you
But
gonna
what
get it,
I'm
Georgia
saying
girl.
is, we knew, we were like, y'all, why is she fighting a boy? We was wondering, why is she fighting a boy? She got suspended a couple days before that year. That was during the year she was getting bullied and all this stuff. But we didn't know we were going to
Miss
end.
Key.
We didn't know we were going to end up with him.
Miss Key, you better get ready.
I
sure.
hope everyone is doing
Do what?
great. We
Georgia
doing
girl's gonna
good. We
call
just talking
you
about
after this live.
Oh
we
yeah.
were just
Give
talking
her like
about
30 minutes,
we
an
getting ready for the
hour.
school year and get everybody prepared, you doing your little school shopping, but you also got to be prepared for these bullies out here. Yeah, my granddaughter, I'm surprised
Look,
she
she
even
just
right.
shut the door. Your granddaughter shut the door. You don't think she mad?
Huh?
You don't think she mad?
Mad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you
How
say?
what?
She shut the door.
Good girl, and not eat some cereal.
Cause you said he grabbed her breast and he grabbed her butt. And look at here.
But this happened
Oh
proud
shit,
like
that's
a
not
year. Now
bullying.
this right
Wait,
here happened a proud year or two ago. This ain't just happened this year. They
Miss
happened like
Key,
a
ain't
couple
that
of years
bullying?
ago.
Look, that's
Where
grandma. No, that's grandma in.
That's grandma in
Yeah,
grandma
look,
grandma
just what you call
bullying.
grandma.
That's grandma bullying.
y'all so crazy. Thank you. It's a he. His name Kyrie. But she had got bullied a couple years before she had him. But they probably were liking each other, but they didn't want to admit it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying, right? Because I got to fight with one of my boyfriends.
I guess you just call it puppy love.
I got to fight with one of my boyfriends when I was coming up. But I didn't know
No.
that we was gonna like each other. And I wonder why it always be like that, y'all. You end up fight somebody you end up with. That happened to me. If I gave me a black eye, y'all.
That don't happen to me. What that don't happen to me? Boy, ooh, you
We
dare
just
land a
cutting up
black
today,
eye on
y'all.
me, and then
Today's
you,
Friday. We just cutting up,
uh-uh,
but we get. I think
mm-mm,
everybody got my message today. So
mm-mm.
did y'all enjoy the commentary today
So
about
wait, so you telling me he gave you a black eye
he
and
gave me
you
a
went
black
out
eye.
with
We
him?
liked each other. We liked each other.
Booty,
What
that's what you
the,
call love. Look, they call that love taps back in the day.
that's
I had to
crazy.
go to school with a black eye, y'all. I stayed out of school for a
Oh
couple of days.
my gosh.
I Not booty. You know you had some puppy love before now. What
I
did I
have
do?
no hands on
That's
me.
not no puppy love. That wasn't puppy love.
I'm for
Dog.
real.
I don't know. We got into
I'll
it by
smack
something,
you around.
but we liked it each other, but we got into it by something. And I can remember I went home crying. I remember they
Mm-mm.
gave me a piece of meat to put on my eye. Oh, that's okay.
Mm-mm.
Y'all know you gonna come get him. I think he going to sleep. Or you playing like you sleep. I reached said, Grandma talking all that loud talk over me. Mwah. But yeah, but we was talking about bullying. But Terry, have you ever got to fight in that school?
I had to fight many times right in front of the principal, but they knew my character that for most fights I'll walk away. But
Oh, okay.
sometimes you have to whoop tail when you don't want to whoop tail. And one of the most important things in this conversation is a parent A lot of times a child will tell a parent what's going on, and a parent will place the blame on the child as opposed to
Mhm.
helping the child. That's one of
Yeah.
the biggest problems we have when it comes to bullying. When a person tells you what's going on, you, a lot of parents try to make the child into being like they're stupid, they're slow. Why are you letting them do this to you? And especially for a boy, they're going to be called a punk. They're going to be called a sissy. They're going to be called soft. So a lot of times, a child don't want to take that emotional blow they're going to get from their parents.
Oh, I see what Mr. Terry saying. Like in some cases, and some people come home and say, "Oh, Susan hit me." Well, why you ain't hit Susan back?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. For
Exactly,
instance,
because
Nikki, your son would have called and said someone hit him and he don't fight him back. What would you say to your son? Huh, Nikki?
I mean, I'll just sit down and talk. I'll just sit down and have a talk with him. We sit down. We gonna talk, have an open conversation with each other. I'm gonna sit there and listen, and then
Mm.
get on that phone and I'm calling the school.
So, but you ain't gonna go jump on the parent like Buddha.
No, calling, I'm calling the principal. I'm gonna call the principal.
Buddha,
And we
Buddha
and
look like she'll beat
I ain't
somebody.
gonna jump on the parent. The parent didn't do nothing.
Hey, Miss QC, good to see you. Buddha look like she'll beat somebody's mama up.
now
Woo.
it's different if it's two kids outside. It's different if you got kids in the fight and you know adult jump in. You gotta go get your parent because it's adult jumping the kids stuff.
But a lot of parents do jump in children's stuff now, y'all. Y'all know I'm telling the truth now. I have seen it. I mean, why they getting in children's stuff? Why are they getting in children's stuff?
don't have a life of their own.
Thank you, Professor. I was actually we talking about bully awareness this today. I was talking about the school year is approaching, and I was just talking about some different things about signs and things to aware to make sure your children make sure you talk to your children about things going on. Watch their surrounding. You know, 'cause a lot of kids see like now. You know, when you go back to school, a lot of kids gonna have on new clothes, new shoes, and another child might make another person feel bad because they don't have those new LeBron James or those new Al Jordan.
One thing I teach my son is that you don't go to school you're not going to school for a fashion show. You're going to learn. So
Absolutely, that's it right there.
going to learn.
That's
You're
it
not
right there,
going
Miss
to
Kid.
school. Well,
That's
play
it.
that. I don't play that over here. No.
Cause you don't want to put yourself, you don't want to put all that money on a pair of shoes when you got your light bill next weekish.
Exactly.
You can't see by them shoes.
Like if them shoes are distraction and from you, you don't need to wear them to school.
Yeah. TNT said, I told my daughter if anyone bullied my daughter again, I will call the police and make a report. That's right, because her daughter was bullied. And it's supposed to be where you can go to the school and report it. You're supposed to be able to report it at the school too. And if the school don't handle it, yeah, sometimes you have to put things in your own hand. That's why a lot of these parents be getting involved with stuff because a lot of time the school won't get involved. You know, they be like, those children, leave them alone. They gonna be okay. No. Cause some of these children be holding grudges. They be want to get the
Yeah.
they gonna get
Some
their
of them kids turn into adult bullies because they wasn't. Some of them kids turn into adult bullies because they wasn't taught as a kid how to control their anger and how to treat people.
Yeah.
It all starts at home. It all starts in your house.
That's right. It starts at home. It starts at home. And back with the cyberbullying, you know, and that's why I was asking Buddha why she hardly show herself. You know, I asked her, is it because somebody bullied her or just, you know, she do show herself. I know you choose not to for your own safety.
I
And
just
people
don't
have
want
to
to
understand that too.
want to show myself. I don't want to be seen on camera.
Exactly.
I don't feel like I need to be seen. They don't need to see me.
Yeah. What's the reason? What's the purpose?
I mean, y'all do good. I was just wondering, you know, Cause before I started my channel, I was like, should I show myself? It makes you wonder because you have to be real careful out here on social media. You really do.
Look,
Yes,
You
yes.
really do.
from what I see on YouTube these days, I'd rather not show myself. There's some crazy
Hmm.
people on YouTube. I'm gonna
Yes.
some crazy people out there.
You're right.
So crazy people. I can
I
tell
can't
you.
say, and I don't have the energy to deal with none of
I
that.
went through it. No, I went through it. I was on a panel, right? I wasn't even involved in this, and it was somebody in the chat, and the hosts were fighting. The live got screen recorded, and then it got posted to their
KK
channel,
won't do right,
and
Mickey.
they were talking about all of us on the panel.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they mentioned me, oh, that's it. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I went after them, then they took it down, and then I don't know. I don't see them no more.
But yeah, just like I said, I read a couple of signs and tips about what to look for if your child come home being different. If your child come home and don't want to eat his favorite food or come home acting like he ain't ate in days, he done gave his lunch to somebody.
Listen, I talked to my kid. We talked. I asked her how was school? How was your day? What did you learn in school? What did you do? Was there any fights in school?
I know I be asking questions. Ooh, child.
Hey, 21 questions.
I be the same way with these children now. I be asking them all kind of questions. Cause they come acting like
Yeah,
they ain't ate
that
in
is the
days.
truth.
And then too, he has a phone. If it's a problem, he can always text me or something.
Yeah. I
That
think my
is the truth.
granddaughter said they're gonna be strict with these phones this year. Cause I know she was texting me a lot last year. I said, "Girl, you ain't in class." She was pregnant, right? But they would just let her. But I told her this year they ain't gonna be letting you have no easy day. This when you go back now, you gonna have to be buckling now. She said the school will get involved with bully issues, oftentimes depending on the child's race. Yes, I said that because it is true. That's true.
Yeah.
Your race, your sexuality, all that deal. It was coming back to what we were saying about the sexual bullying. All that plays a part because some people are judged by their color. Some people are judged by their. But I feel like if any child, I don't care what color they is, boy, girl, whatever, if somebody being bullied, take precautions. See about it. Don't let it's wrong. It's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, a lot of children can't handle being, up under peer pressure. Did y'all just tell the truth? When y'all was coming up in school, did y'all want to be with the cool kids? Did y'all want to be with the cool kids, or y'all just want to just?
Kept to myself. Or if I just made
I believe that, Mickey, because you look like you wasn't uptight. Like I ain't got time for you.
I kept to myself.
What about you, Care? Did you like to be with the cool kids? Like, how they be some kids think they are so cool. They think they rule the school,
No, because I basically had people gravitate toward me, because
exactly.
I
That's
was
what I
usually
whoever
the
taught me, I
battery in the
talked to them.
party.
Yeah.
Whoever want to
Yeah.
be talk to me, I respond to them. Other than that, nope.
I know it. That's where a lot of kids
Yeah, because
they feel like, like they're not will be accepted because they're not with a certain group of children at school.
I mean, if you don't feel accepted at home, you're not going to feel accepted around a group of
That's
people.
right. It starts at home. It really does. What about you, Boo? You said you always was alone. You didn't ever have a best friend in school?
Yeah, I had a best friend to
I know that was something happened to the person, right?
huh?
I know you were saying, was that your best friend what got killed or
Yeah,
committed suicide or
yeah,
something like that?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm still friend with the same person I've been friend with since elementary.
Me, my best friend has been friends since the 5th grade. To this day, we still best friends. We the closest.
You know what I'm saying? We always look out for each other. The one I was with last weekend, but me and her had a little incident one time, but we worked it out. We worked it out. You know
That's
what I'm
your
saying?
friend. If that's your friend, a true friend gonna be willing to work it out, and y'all laugh at the end of the day and get
Yeah,
on.
we know how you can sit back and laugh at stuff you did when you were young. It be funny now.
Yeah.
It be funny now.
I had a friend, yeah, for 8.5 years, but I kept having to forgive them. Cause
Huh?
cause I kept having to like forgive them.
Oh,
Cause
okay.
they set me up to be robbed. They stole from me, and
Wow.
I kept forgiving them. And I kept being like, "You're crazy, cause y'all don't." I told her I was like, "Y'all don't think. You just don't think." She's like, "What you mean, y'all?" I was like, "Y'all like y'all people that walk among this earth do not think that okay, well, another person won't just end your life if they don't die that
Mm-hmm.
that night." I mean, after knowing that they were set up to be robbed by their own best friend that they trust, I said, "Do you know what that does to a person psychologically?"
Make you not
I
trust anybody for one.
Yeah, I said, man, that does a lot. That makes me want. I told her I want to kill you, but I like my freedom.
Oh, okay.
So
Uh,
I just like I expressed my how I felt, and I told the homicide the detective, whatever he was. Yeah, he works in the homicide unit, but he was the detective that he told me it was them. It
uh,
was like my own friends. He's the one that told me. So that's
uh,
why it's like it makes yeah, hard to trust people.
That
yeah.
I'm glad that you're able. I'm glad we have this trust system for to trust each other.
Know with so much going
Yeah.
on in the world, it's hard to trust people really. Uh, Professor said during school, I was always a loner and did not want to hang with anyone. I thank God for my parents. That's right. That's right. That's right. I wasn't like it was like the one I'm with, I was with last weekend. Me, her, and maybe about two more of my
Yeah.
friends. We hung out, but it was just those other girls that always used to look down on us. You know what
They
I'm
call me
saying?
a loner. Yeah, I was a
They always
loner.
used to look down on us, like because like I said, my mom just like she raised us by herself. My dad was in and out of my life, but it was just considered my mom was a single mom. She got me what she could, and I was thankful. I have to admit, it was a lot of things I wish I could have got when I was coming up, but I was thankful. I was thankful that my mom and my dad, when he was around and when he came around, they got me what we could. And see, that's why I try to tell my grandkids, be thankful for the things you have, because the things that we're taking for granted, someone is praying for it. So don't take things lightly. Don't take things lightly. Yeah.
And it makes you work harder too. Like when you get older and grown, it makes you work harder so you can get the things for your kids that you want.
Oh God, I've already been on 2 hours. Woo. I'm about to wrap it up. We just finishing up this conversation because I was going through the different types of bullying, and we done went through all of them. It's sexual bullying, relation bullying, physical
So
bullying.
have you dealt with any? Have you ever dealt with any?
I just have
I
been
dealt
people
with
that
physical bullying.
physical, like name calling. I have been name called, verbal bullying. I never had a physical bully, but I have been like verbal. Like other kids used to try. As a child, as an adult, by being on
Yeah.
YouTube, I have been cyberbullied once. The girl put my picture up with the dream team because she didn't like the people we following, but I don't know why because we was moderators over there. I think I had told that before, but I never attacked her back. I never, I kept silence. But you know what?
Mhm.
You can put things in perspective where you don't have to act a certain way. You say what you say, mean what you say, keep it moving. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
Like
that's what I
Silence is the best weapon.
and
You don't have to respond to everything. Everything
she
doesn't have to have.
she that particular person, she talked about my wishing bad on my health.
Mhm.
She called me old. That's why you stay sick all the time. Look at her. She being, she just really tried
She
to
still be on YouTube.
off and on, with the
Mm.
group I was following, she would talk about the moderators because we supported people that she did. And she took my picture and put it on her channel. And yes, that really did disturb me. I'm like, I was just coming with my channel. Then I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this because I don't want nobody taking my picture and putting it on their channel. I don't know nothing about them. But
Yeah.
I learned to ignore. I ignore. My daughter came in her chat, told her leave me alone. Don't bother my mom. She do what she do on her channel. She don't bring up nobody. She don't talk
Mhm.
about no other creators, and I don't.
Yeah.
If I'm not talking about me or my family or something going on in life, that's about the only thing you gonna hear on my channel. Not right? Am I right or wrong? Do y'all ever hear me
Yeah.
down in another person?
Nope.
No,
Something
no.
uplifting.
It got all over me
No.
that day. Everybody was because I had to. I think I told Miss Key I had to.
Amen,
I had to take
Professor.
my channel off. I had to turn my channel off. And I said I can't do this because I didn't want no personal attacks toward my family. Cause like I have my children coming over. I have my pictures. And they told me don't you stop being on your channel because of people ignorant. People told me don't do that
Mhm.
because I have my own artists. I have my own people that follow me. You see what I'm saying? And cause a
Mhm.
person, no, I'm just gonna say this, and I always say this: get to know people for yourself. Don't judge people because of people you be around. Find out, get to know people. Get to know that person. Okay, that's what I always do. I get to know you and everybody that is connected to me. I don't have a problem with nobody that I'm connected to that's in the group, that's in this group now, and that's in my chat. I don't have a problem with no one. You see what I'm saying? And I always say, if you don't deal with me, you don't like my channel, keep it moving.
Know what it is. Love from afar and keep the
Put
drama
me
over.
back on the shelf and find another flavor.
Mhm.
And yeah, I almost just gave it up after that girl did it. I'm like, why she put my picture up? I don't talk about her. And my daughter went in her chat and told her,
Cause they crying for attention.
that girl, my daughter went in there. Like my daughter, y'all think my daughter don't be watching. She be looking, my grandkid. They be like, Grandma, we know you a liar. They'll come in if they think somebody messing with me. But I told them I don't have that problem over here. I said, just about the people that follow me, they know me. We know just about know each other. We laugh, we have fun,
Look, boo,
you
I'm
know.
part of the family.
Yeah, you are. You are. They know Miss Keith and they know Buddha. I call all y'all names. They just about know all y'all. Miss QT, all they because I tell them about the ones that I do are connected to. And my daughter, she be looking. She be looking. She just said, Mama, long and they're not stressing you out. Cause you know how you is, because they don't want me to be upset. They don't want me because it bothers my anxiety and then it'll frustrate with my heart. So I don't need all that excitement. I don't need
Mm.
to be upset because I take medicine. Y'all know I take medicine, so that's
Mhm.
why I'm always trying to make peace. But and Buddha, why Miss QT in here and why you here? I don't want y'all to think for once that I was trying to cause it a problem for y'all. That day I was trying to make peace. You know what I'm saying? Because I love both of y'all. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it at that. All right. You hear me, Buddha?
Yes, I do.
You heard what I said?
Yeah, I heard what you said.
Okay. But we gon' anybody else want to come up, but we were just wrapping it up. Just when if you got children, talk to your children. Like I talk to my grandkids. I tell them, don't be afraid to tell us what's going on. It hurted me, and y'all saw how hurt I was when the one that was standing up there, she wanted to kill herself, y'all. She wanted to kill herself
Ooh.
because of other children. And we assured her, we told her she was beautiful, we love her. And I done got strong. 'Cause I used to, y'all know I used to be on her crying all the time about her. Booty, you know, Booty, you finna get on a bus or drive up here, ain't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but she said you know not
Some people don't think that they untraceable.
thank you.
No, motherfucker, you traceable to me. If
Yeah.
I want to pinpoint your exact
Hey,
location
BD,
and
this
know where you
video.
are
If
on
y'all
this
want
earth,
y'all
I
link
will.
drop, just type the word troopers, it'll come up. Um,
Hey, Didi.
but we had to tell my granddaughter how much we love her, and she know it. And you heard what she said. She said, "I can fight now." She said back
Yeah.
then she thought she couldn't fight. I don't know what she been doing. I rewound all the while the month she out. She must been in her room practicing or something. I don't know what she.
You know what? You know
But if you think, yeah, but if you think about it, fighting isn't the answer
It's not. It's
because
not.
it's like, why waste your time, your energy, your
yeah.
breath? No, I'd
Yeah.
rather be doing other things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what she's saying now that she have learned more, she more mature now, but they was at
Yeah,
her, but
I feel
I'm
her.
just
Yeah,
glad, I'm just glad she didn't hurt herself.
yeah,
That's it. That's all.
Yeah, that's the number
We
one
pray,
thing when a
we
person's being
pray,
bullied is
huh? What you said, Terry?
he froze up.
Mhm. That's my other channel right there. If you haven't connected with my other channel, that's my other channel, y'all. This my backup channel right now. That's my backup channel if y'all want to connect with it. But if you want your link, drop Trooper. But the day have been a good day. I think I got some good points across. I hope someone that who is dealing with bully take it in consideration. Be mindful of what you do to people because bullying can affect someone mentally. What y'all think? Don't y'all think so?
Yeah. The most.
Yes, I think so.
I mean, because some people be bullied so bad, and when they get in their adulthood, they still have those problems. You see what I'm saying? They still it stick with them. It
Let me
stick
tell you,
with
for
them.
me,
Yes.
what it taught me as a kid and dealing with people saying me, saying certain things. It just taught me. Now I don't want to talk to you. I don't talk. I don't go around you. I don't talk to you. I don't want to be around
Yep.
Oh, you talking about like the
you.
person that
Anybody in general that want to do something like that towards me, I'm not going to be around you.
that's right. That's right.
you have a
Yep.
click moment. Hang the phone up.
And you know what, y'all? Sometimes I hate to say this, sometimes your own relatives can have you feeling like they bullying you or they making you feel a certain way. I mean, I ain't saying it happened in my family, but it does happen. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You have been where you have your relatives feeling a certain way about you. But you have to be mindful these days. You really do. And by the cyberbullying, be careful what you put on social media. Cause you never know how these devils work out here. You never know how these devils work out here. So y'all got it in the last words. Y'all want to say? I think today was a good show, y'all. I think it was. I think it's something. I do awareness, so I try to do things that go help all us in the long run. Cause we know if you got children going to school, talk to your children. Know what's going on with them. When they come home from school, Jack, how your day was today? If Jack don't want to talk, keep on that Jack to Jack talk. And if Jack come on want to clean the refrigerator out, if he come on eating chicken, come on there eating up the house, he done gave his lunch away, y'all.
Buddha
Take him to
said,
that. Huh? I'm just saying, these are some of the signs you got to look out for. No children come home that hungry now. Either
Now,
they didn't, either
look,
they
look,
gave away
if
their food.
listen, if the food at school, they gonna be
Hold
hungry.
up, Mickey. I think you got a little
Mm-hmm.
hold up. I believe you got a little feedback a little bit. What you say?
I said if the food nasty, they may not want.
Yeah. Now, I take that the food nasty, but you can't come home every day hungry now. Come on now. You getting up your food to them bullies. And it's a lot of things you just have to just pay attention to. If they come home, clothes being tore up, they have bruises on them. Check into it. Cause 9 hour school, they don't whoop kids over here. Are they whooping children in y'all states?
That's illegal.
Are they?
No, that's illegal.
That's illegal.
No.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
Oh, unless a
Hey,
teacher
Panama.
want their hand, bro. Shit.
Good to see you, Panama. We're up here doing talking about bullying in
Look,
your
they talk
schools.
to the teachers. The teachers gotta watch out for some of these students in their classroom.
I know it. School is about to start. I
Yep.
don't know, some of y'all children's school probably already done got started. We
Must
were
be a
just up there doing
connection.
some
Yeah.
awareness with bullying, and I just reading some different things to aware when your children are, if they just acting out of strange, out of the ordinary, don't want to tell you what's going on at school. Keep talking to them. Keep talking to them. Like I said, I can talk about this because my daughter, she had been on camera. She had got bullied. She wanted to commit suicide, but I'm so glad that she's stronger now. And she got a baby though. Now we got to make sure that she stays strong and stay here with him. And see,
Hey,
she
Miss
got school.
Lee.
Hey, Panama, good to see you, and thank you for sharing me out. But that's what we were saying because cyberbullying is serious, y'all. Cyberbullying. Bullying is serious. A lot of children, a lot of adults cannot handle those things. So be mindful how you talk to people. Be mindful how you treat people. Because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people like to say, "Well, we just roasting. We're just joking." A lot of people can't take jokes.
That's
I
why
never
they
was
be
the
on
type,
48 hours most of the times.
huh?
That's why people like that, honestly, be on 48 hours most of the times.
Oh, okay. It's good to see everybody in the chat.
Cause some people, take it to an extent.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta be careful. That's what I'm saying.
There's limits on everything.
Yeah.
Just got to take things, take it serious. I mean, like I said, if you got kids going to school, just talk to them.
Hmm.
Ask them how their day went. Let them know. Ask them to go over their schoolwork. Be involved. Be involved with your children daily, whatever they're doing. They be gone like what, 8 hours? How many hours they be gone? 6, 7? How many hours they be gone to school, Mickey? I know you know your son. I can't put my numbers together, but they be gone mostly all day.
But from like most schools, it's like from 8 to like 3:30. Most schools.
Mm-hmm. And it's good to know what they're doing because y'all never know how much that means to a child to know that you're listening to what their day was about. Y'all know my little 5-year-old. Every time she come from school, I just sit there, baby. Sometimes I can't understand what she's saying, but I just sit there and say, okay, mm-hmm. You did. Yeah, grandma. I did that today. We made some crowns, we did some flowers. What I'm saying is be involved. Be involved with your children. Let them know that you're there supporting them. That'll make a child feel good knowing that you go to their after school. Like when they so like my little grandson. And Mickey know. Mickey just like she part of the family. She know what I have to take him to practice. She know what I gotta go pick him up. Like, grandma, you going to my game? Grandma, you gonna try to make it to my game? Sometimes if I can't make it, I say, well, I make it in daytime. Just try to be involved with them. That make a child feel good. Don't y'all think so? I know, Boo, you don't have kids, but the ones that
Yes,
does,
ma'am.
the ones that does have children, that make them feel good to know they got a parent that can attend some of the things that they are doing. You know?
Cause thing is, my family shocked me the last time I gave a sermon.
For real? It makes you feel good to see them now.
Yep, because it only been one time since I started preaching, they actually came and I was really blown out of my mind.
Wow, that's amazing. So they heard you preach. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I know it like when my family, when
Because
my
I
real
was
family
blown
come
out
in
of
my
my
chat,
mind.
it make me feel good to see my family when they come in my chat. Like my brother, my real brother, my
Yep.
daughter, my kids, when they pop my family pop up in my chat, I be like, okay, y'all do be watching me. You know, it make you feel good that you got some support. You see what I'm saying? But we gonna go on and wrap this up. I think this was a good show, and we gonna
Yep. But
continue
one of the
to.
good things you brought it up was proper communication in a non-stressful situation.
Oh,
That,
okay.
that's basically build your kids in a non-stressful situation. So when something
Yeah.
stressful does come up, they'll be able to know I won't be judged.
So for y'all last word, if you know someone like, if you got a niece or nephew, if you know someone being bullied at school, what would you tell them? How would you approach them? Would you tell them to try to fight back or report it, or like 9 times 10, like I was reading, a lot of them would not come forward and tell because they be afraid. So what would you tell? I don't know, Miss Key. I'm gonna go around the circle. Then I'm gonna say my last word. What would you, Buddha? Which one of y'all want to go first? What would you tell a person that does get bullied and they don't know how to tell their parents? Um, would you advise them to fight back or report it or just continue to keep getting abused? What would you say, Buddha?
I go talk to the kid or kids that are messing with them.
Mm-hmm.
And usually after one little talk, it stops.
Okay. So you wouldn't try to, is you that person parent, you wouldn't try to go attack that child. You would report it. Panama says she'll report it. You wouldn't go after that child yourself. You'll just go to that. First of all, you report it to the school, right?
My best friend told me she already reported it to the school.
So they won't do nothing about it.
Nope.
So when it get like that, that's when
Well,
you get the police involved. When the school, and a lot of those schools brush stuff off. And see, that's
mm,
where I feel like that's where, how we pay our taxes to those schools. We have school board, we have school counselors. That's where we have to step in and look, vote those people out that are supposed to be over the school board. Vote them out. If they're not doing things to help your children, vote them out. Get somebody in there that's going to help these kids, because a lot of these things like this does bother these children mental. It's mental health. They get mental health from that. If you cannot turn to your principal, your teacher, and they don't handle it, and you go home to your mom, and 9 times out of 10, I'm just gonna say these black mamas, they gonna go to that school. You hear what I'm saying? These black mamas gonna go to that school. They gonna want to whoop somebody butt. They gonna go past the police. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. They gonna go past the police. They going straight to that school, y'all. Am I right? Am I wrong? You
yeah, I went straight up to the kid.
huh?
I went straight up to the kid.
You'll go to the kid.
Yeah, because my homegirl's daughter came crying.
Mm-hmm.
Came running back to the car crying. I was like, "Why you crying?" And she was like, "Oh, 'cause he grabbed my butt." And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Hey," and I was telling my friend. And then my friend was like, "Yeah, he does it all the time. I tell the teacher all the time. I report it to the school so many times." I said, "Man, show me who he is." Because she
No.
was crying like all traumatized and stuff. So I said, okay, you see how you shaking? You see how you trembling? We're gonna see him tremble right now. So
Lord.
I went up to him and then I told him straight up how it is straight out. I didn't lie or beat around the bush.
Mm.
I just told him, and then he started crying, and then his mama was behind me saying, "Oh, you touched my son." I said, "I didn't touch your son." I
What? They
said,
didn't call
"I
the police on
simply
you?
no." They ain't call the police because I told her
Wow.
you should discipline your son instead of standing here screaming at me. You should discipline your son. I said, "Cause what are you showing him right now that it's okay what he did?" I said, "Next time someone might chop his hand off. Or them girl
Woo.
might have a knife on her and stab him." I said, "You don't
Wow.
ever know what this world is capable of."
That is true.
I said, "You
That is
gotta think
true.
about it, always be smart." And she's like, "Oh, you threatened my sons." I said, "Oh God, I'm going to the car." I told my friend, you see why I
I'm just
can't have no
saying though.
kids? I
Yeah.
just tell them straight up. We don't know how this world crazy.
But anyway, that is true because a lot of people, if they see what the school is not doing what they're supposed to do,
Yeah,
they go over to school. They do what they
yeah.
gotta do to defend their children. They do what they gotta do to defend their children. But that's why, like I said, I blame the school system. If they're not doing their job, put somebody in there that's gonna do it. They have a lot of school boards over here, so I
Yeah,
don't.
I went through it. I reported to the school, and then the school didn't do nothing. I reported to the police. I kept reporting almost every other day. Then they didn't do
Yes,
nothing. And I,
yeah.
I just handled it myself.
Professor said through her counseling career, I have sadly learned that oftentimes reporting and talking does not stop the bullying,
Yeah,
talking, just saying. And that, yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of it don't stop and they still, it's just like, I guess you just gonna have to really just put them in jail, because it is a crime. It's a crime to,
I think it's about time they change into a crime.
yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
crime
it's
that
getting
you can't go
ridiculous.
around you can't cyber bully people either. You can get
For
in trouble for
real.
that too.
I
You
know
can
somebody that did cyberbullying to me, but do you see me crying? No.
Oh, okay.
I just let it go in one ear and out the other because if anybody truly knows me from day one, they'll know what I'm about and who I
Yeah.
am.
Yeah, we do, Buddha. We know I like your personality. We laugh, but we know when we talking serious stuff. Cause the
Yeah.
day you two said some good stuff. I like what you was telling my granddaughter. My granddaughter, she like, you just like you part of the family too. She was like, Mom, Buddha tough ain't she? I said,
Yeah.
Buddha done been through some things. But I appreciate you for coming. I know you were busy, but thank you. What y'all got going on tonight? Anybody got anything coming up?
I was
You
just
got something
catching up
coming up?
on movies. I mean, I watched Transformer Rise of the Beast earlier.
That what my
I'm
children were
catching up
watching
on
the other night.
movies.
You like watching
Yeah.
stuff like that?
Yeah. What? I love Transformers.
Yeah,
I
that
have
was
all
good. They
the
was watching
movies.
Transformers the other night when I was over here. All them big old things. But,
Yeah.
but yeah,
You should,
but,
sit down and try it. Watch the Transformer movie.
yeah.
Rise of the Fallen.
Y'all the one that was Transformers, y'all. I think they were watching the new one. It was on. I think it was on Netflix or somewhere. But yeah, anybody got anything coming up? Any of my
Oh, I watched
members?
it
Anybody in the
on
chat?
I watched it on Cyberflix. It's an APK you can download on your Fire Stick or on
Uh,
your computer and watch free movies in the theaters.
you finna go
Oh,
Rumble? You
Panama
got
City, I got
Rumble?
you on Rumble. Yeah, I got you on
Oh,
Rumble.
you have that link? You have that link? I think I tried to get on there one
Uh,
day.
hold on a minute.
Buddha not playing. Professor said Buddha not playing.
Uh,
Anybody got any premieres coming up? Any premieres or lives?
Let's see,
Y'all can put
Panama.
them in the chat. Any premieres or lives coming up? I want to tell everyone I does appreciate everyone. You know,
I
whatever I put
still
my
don't know
channel.
how to work this. You know how to work this Rumble?
I tried to get on it, but every time I tried to get on, I couldn't. I couldn't get on it right. I don't know if it was something I was doing
I
wrong
still
or
don't know, but this is Miss Lee's Rumble page. I still don't know how to work it. Um,
if
I don't
anybody
know
got
how to
anything
tell. I
coming up,
don't
y'all
know.
can
I
put in
don't
the
know how to
chat.
tell if she went live or what. She might be waiting till you end and then she goes
Mhm.
live. I don't know, but
Who?
it doesn't say she's live right now. It doesn't say
Who?
Panama.
She said somebody she going on Rumble. She just put it in
Yeah,
there.
this Rumble. I dropped it.
Oh, okay. I tried to log in and watch somebody else, but I don't know if I was doing something wrong or what. I never could log on right.
Jersey girl, come on, you should come to Rumble. You know we could sing any song on there, play any music. You could play your music. That song you used to have. That I used to
Uh-huh.
like watching your videos because you always play it.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to
You
check it
can
out.
have
I'm gonna
that
check it
on
out.
Rumble, and you get with five subscribers, you are monetized already. You can
What?
start earning money already. I think it is. Yeah, you go live.
She said we did
With
a
five
lesson.
subscribers, you go
She said
live.
she said we did a lesson last night.
I know
Okay.
I heard you, but I drifted off. I had you on the phone, and then all of a sudden I just went night night,
Well, I'm
and then
gonna have to check it
when I
out, y'all.
woke up, the phone was on something else, and Jenny was telling me
So you ain't
that
got
they're
nothing going
all on
on your
Rumble.
channel, or you got anything going on your channel?
Mm, no, not yet.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
gotta get.
gonna
I don't know if you saw my live the other day. I gotta go get the
which one?
scope done.
The
They gotta
what?
put the. I gotta get a EGD. I talked about it the other day. They gotta run
ECG?
a, huh?
ECG?
EGD. That's what I gotta get done.
EGD.
They gotta run a camera down my throat.
Oh, you're doing that instead of going up the rectum.
He said,
I told him ain't nothing going up my throat, ain't nothing going up my rectum. I said when you let me stick that down your throat and stick that up your behind, then
"What?
you can go
I
ahead
gotta
and do
have a
that.
E. It's a
Yeah,
EGD.
I for
It's
real. That's what
well,
he
I have
said.
stomach
Yeah,
issues. Thank you.
I had
I'm glad
stomach
y'all
issues.
like
I
my
have stomach
content.
issues.
Thank you.
And I saw a gastrologist
Yes,
specialist.
and I love you too, Professor. Thank you. She said one day she came here and she left, and thank you. But it's called an EGD. I did a live the other day, Wellness
Mm,
Wednesday. So they gotta
uh-huh.
go. They gotta look inside my stomach with a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta look inside my stomach with a camera, and they gotta see why I be in pain.
Will
Is
you
that
let me know how it turns
oh they
out?
been trying to do you like that, boo?
Yeah, for like 3 years already.
Are you scared to get it done?
No, I told him when he lets me stick that down his throat and then stick it up his
But they
butt,
gonna
then
have me
I'll
sedated,
let
boo.
him.
They gonna have
Now,
me sedated. Somebody
listen,
gotta
they can
drive
have
me.
me sedated, everything. Do you understand what they did to the side of my throat? That my vascular
Oh, I'm
vein.
on my other thing. Hold up. Had went through my.
I was
You probably
wondering
see me up
what
there
am
two
I
times.
looking at?
No, I'm on my phone going through stream, y'all. I was trying to see that still had that video up. You gonna be like, I don't want to see that. I think I took it down.
Uh
I was looking for you that day,
uh
Buddha.
uh
I was looking for
uh
you that day.
uh.
I think I took it down. Let me see it. Is
Water
it?
and fluids leave the body, then enter it. Even low levels of dehydration can cause headaches, lethargy, and constipation.
I want you to see how they're gonna be looking inside my stomach. They're gonna be looking inside my stomach.
You have a video?
I had did a video when I was doing Wellness Wednesday. I said, what Buddha at? I said, this here gonna have Buddha. She
Well,
gonna be.
show me. You gonna
I think
show
I
it?
erased it. It's on my Wellness Wednesday video. I think you were with Swoop. They were doing y'all were doing that birthday. Oh, y'all were doing that
Oh
birthday thing, and it showed how they put the camera. I'm trying to see do I still have it download, but it's
man,
on my
I already
Wellness
have a
Wednesday.
messed up vascular vein. I don't need no messed up esophagus.
See, that's what
Uh-uh.
they gotta look in, Buddha. They gotta look in my esophagus.
Nah, what do you mean esophagus? That's your throat.
I'm saying they gotta run the camera. I think I erased it, but it's on my
Oh
Wellness
Lord.
Wednesday show I did the other day. I said, "What Buddha? Buddha can see this."
Well, you tell me how was it, and is
Well,
it
I gotta go.
metal, plastic?
Oh, y'all see me up here 2 times because I'm looking at some.
Tell me how
Uh,
it is. Metal, plastic,
it
or
was on my
rubber?
live from the other day, and it was showing how they gonna it's gonna be like a camera. It's gonna be like a
Mm-mm.
camera, and they're gonna go up, and then they go all the way. No, they gonna have to put me to sleep because I don't want to feel that.
Lord
And
have
so they say after
mercy.
they do that, and then they gave me some more medicine. I got some more medicine to take. It's just like I gotta change. I gotta stay off spicy food. I
I
gotta,
think for the throat, you have to be awake.
but they supposed to sedate me though. They supposed to sedate me. They
No,
supposed to sedate
because
me.
the throat can't go to sleep. When you go to sleep,
I think they're
it
gonna either dead
closes a
that area,
little.
but I know somebody gotta take me home because it's gonna be like an outpatient. I'm gonna be like drugged up. Um, what they said they're going in to see and make sure I don't have, they're gonna be looking for cancer. They're gonna be looking for any type of cysts and any kind of, the camera gonna be able to show them the inside of my stomach
Mm.
to see why I've been having pain. So in the meanwhile, I gotta stick to fiber food, no spicy food, dairy
Ah,
products, all kind of, they gave me a list. And if after all that don't happen, guess what they said they're gonna have to do, boo? Go
uh,
up with what you call.
mm. We're
What
still
you
gonna
don't
have to go up there, whatchamacallit.
they said they're gonna have to, but I had one done in 2018 though.
It don't matter how long ago. In 2018, exactly. We going in 2024.
I know, but I didn't like that. I'm like you, Buddha. I ain't like that going up my butt.
Were we
Never
awake?
check. I didn't like that, but that's how they get in
You
there.
was awake?
No, I was asleep.
So how you know? You
It
feel
called a
it?
colonoscopy, Buddha.
You feel it?
No, I was asleep, Buddha.
Okay, but
But
you
when
felt
you
it
be
the next
asleep, but you
day?
still know somebody back there messing with you.
Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no no. Oh no 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 no. That's not a
Oh,
sleep. What are you talking about? That's not a sleep. I will
I
start
mean, I
kicking
didn't feel it,
on.
but Buddha, like when you get
Oh
your teeth
no.
pulled, right? Just for example,
No
you
no
get your
no
teeth
no.
pulled, right? Just say you get your
Mm-hmm.
teeth pulled, and when they dead in your teeth,
I just had my tooth pulled, yes.
you don't
And
actually feel well. You still know they tugging at your
oh
teeth. That
shit. I was told, excuse me, shot, shot.
Buddha, go, Buddha, go.
No,
What
I
I'm
would tell
saying, it's
them, stop,
but after
stop.
Mickey, somebody please come get
I
Buddha.
would scream
Please,
rape or
please come get him.
something. No.
Please come get him somebody. But after I do that, with EGD, and I still be having
ACT.
problems,
Uh-huh.
they gonna give me the colon now. That means they're gonna have to put the camera in my butt. I mean
Oh,
the
wow.
put the
In
yeah,
your
they're gonna have to see
throat.
my colons. They're gonna have to see my
Ho-
colons from the other side.
Hopefully they could just see that. Well, why are they doing down your throat then?
So they can look inside my stomach.
Okay, and isn't that going up your rectum the same thing though?
No, that just gonna be in the stomach area. The colonoscopy is when they put it up to rectum.
Oh, so he wanted to do both and they were different tests? Oh,
But
he
they
thought
saying
he was
if
slick.
after
He
they
was
do it
telling me it's
first,
the same thing. I said, then why the heck you need one or the other?
cause if they
I
don't
said,
see something through the EGD, whatever they call it, if they don't see it
yeah,
through the camera in your stomach, they have to go through the other side so they can look inside your rectum
yeah,
area.
that's what he told me. I said, well, you know what?
You ain't never
You
had now
call
done?
me when you have a machine that can look through my body, okay?
Girl, you're so great. But that's how they
No,
do.
I never had
That's
one.
how they
Never.
test you for colon
Mm-mm.
cancer and
No,
all the other
I'm
stuff.
good. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm good.
But after a certain age, you have to get those tests though, boo.
What after? How old?
I started getting mine at 40. So
Stop playing,
you
man.
you at the age where your
Stop
doctor gonna be
playing.
suggesting that.
Well, no, my daughter don't suggest that.
Now, if you having stomach problems and stuff like that, yeah, cause
She,
you gonna want to know what's causing the problem, right?
yeah, I already went, and they told me I need those two tests,
Well, I tell you
and
how
he
it
said
is.
it's the same thing.
I done had the scope done before. I remember it was years back in the early 2000s. They said they
Did
need
it
to
hurt?
redo it. After they been took that thing out your throat, how you being had something down in your throat, it do be aching a little bit.
Oh,
A couple
what do you
days, I probably
mean?
have to let it wear off.
So it feels like something in your throat.
Do what now?
So it feels like something was in your throat.
You know how, for instance, you done had surgery before, right?
Yeah, I got
And you
cut
know when they
open.
put something like what they call it when they put that in your throat when they put you to sleep. Breathing
That I
thing.
don't even remember. See, I don't remember any of
So
the car accident.
was you so after you came back through? It be
I
that
s-
piece they put down your throat when they want you to
yeah,
breathe.
I was knocked out for 3 months. I don't remember nothing.
And so what they told me, I probably have a little soreness after they get through doing the test, but it'll get back.
Oh
I probably ain't gonna
shit,
be able to swallow nothing right
I
then.
can't. Mm. No, I can't. I can't.
Oh,
No,
water booty.
no,
Don't be
I
scared.
can't.
Don't be
I know
scared.
I
Just pray
can't. I
about it.
can't. I'll be for real. I mean, you're gonna be having me hawking like every couple of
Lord, I'm
minutes,
glad
taking
I've
a
been
whole
on
bunch of
3 hours. Jesus,
lozenges, drinking a whole bunch of
this bike
water.
been trying to crunch up now. I done been on
Mm,
3 hours. I can tell when my bike get to hurting. I done been on here 3 hours.
Do some
I,
stretches.
whew, I done got
Mm,
up, but yeah,
What are
today
you
was
gonna
a good,
go do tonight, huh?
huh?
What are you gonna go do with your kids, your grandkids, and
Girl,
all of them?
ooh, I'm going home. I'm at my daughter's house right now. I'm going home when my daughter get here.
You're not
I'm
gonna
with
go watch a movie with them?
Yana. What y'all watching tonight? Buddha want me to see Transformer. Didn't y'all watch that the other night? Y'all still? Cause let me see what Buddha talking about.
Watch White Chicks. Watch White Chicks.
I'm gonna
That
see what they're
was
gonna watch.
funny.
We gonna finna put something in the on the cause tomorrow they gotta go do some get their school supplies and stuff like that. Get
Oh,
ready for
okay.
school. Cause they go to school
When does school start?
uh the 31st. Yep.
What? Oh,
July
July.
the 31st. And that they all three of them got their own
I
list.
thought school started in August.
No, they start back the 31st. The
What the
31st.
heck?
Yep.
Did it change? Did they
No,
change
see,
it?
this what our school like. They supposed to go all year long. They don't be out. They just got out. When y'all got out in July, June? They just mean like to me. They just got out the end of June. They don't.
What?
These kids don't be out that long. They
Why
don't be
don't
out
you
that long.
homeschool then?
We tried to do it for my oldest, but she could be with the baby. But we have
Uh,
to pay her tuition. They don't. They
no,
don't
you don't.
offer free. They don't offer free. We tried with her cause
You homeschool her. You yourself homeschool her. My mom homeschooled me for 8th grade.
my granddaughter was gonna stay out of school at least till the baby get one. That what she was gonna
Yeah.
do, but
Do it then.
mm,
Homeschool her. My mom got everything she needed
mm,
for everything that she needed for me. And then she homeschooled me. She did it. She's like, here's all the work. And then she went upstairs and went to work. And
mm.
me, I did eighth grade. So I
So
always did
Buddha,
all my
what year
work.
did you finish school, or you had quit, or what happened? You didn't never graduate, or did you go back and
No,
graduate?
I got my diploma. I had to sign an agreement because I was like expelled. And my mom started crying, and my mom was like, but she only has this last year, please, please, please. And then he was like, let's make an agreement. If you go to night school and you get these what do you say, two classes? It was just two classes, and it was for 2 months of night school.
Mm.
And he said I'll be done and I'll graduate. He
Oh,
said that's all I'm missing is is 4 credits. I said
oh,
what? I said okay. I said okay. He goes okay, but this is the trick. He goes, you go to night school, you get those credits, you come back to me, and you'll get your diploma when the others get their diploma. But you cannot go to
oh,
grand night, you can't go to prom, you can't. I was like, I don't want to go to prom, I don't want to go to grand night. He's like, and you can't go to graduation, you can't walk down the aisle. I said, I don't give a shit. I said, when can I pick
oh.
up my diploma?
Oh,
How
okay.
about
So
that? And
you
he
just
said,
got
yeah,
to
you
okay.
can pick up your diploma.
You didn't
Nah,
have a
I
graduation.
signed an agreement that I didn't go to graduation, grad night, or prom. And I don't
Terry,
go
they
to none of
saying your
my school
device ain't
reunions.
they saying your device ain't connected or something here. Oh, I ring you up there
You
now.
gotta restart your phone.
But anyway, Buddha, I have enjoyed you. I have enjoyed my chat. I think I have a good group of people over here. My chat
What do
just
you
had
mean
Professor
tugging? What
down
she
there
mean
running my chat
tugging?
so smooth, huh?
Georgia girl. What
What?
does she mean tugging?
Who?
Miss Key Kitchen, she said it's like a C-section.
When we
Your
was talking
number, you
about
can feel the
when we was
tugging. What
talking about the
tugging?
colonoscopy, you know when I
What
was saying
what do they
Terry
tug
had
at?
something before. Do
What
what
do
now?
what do they tug at?
What she's saying is like, okay, when you have the colonoscopy, you be sleep, but you know, it's just like you can feel like the motions
Oh
of their
no.
hands putting,
Their
you know,
hands. Holy
I'm trying
shit.
to.
Their hands?
They put a
They put their
equipment.
hand up there?
No,
Oh no 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 no
they
no
put
no
a
no.
tool in you to see like a camera.
Mm-mm.
It's just like a camera too. They put that inside.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Terry, how did you feel when you had your colonoscopy? Can you describe it since you're a man?
Mm-mm.
Describe it to Buddha.
Oh,
But you be
it's
sleep when they do it, Buddha. You be sleep, but you can tell when they be pulling at you. You can tell when they be at you. But you don't feel what they doing, what I'm saying.
She said when they pull the baby out of your stomach. Oh shit.
Mickey, don't tell her that when you have a C-section. That what a C-section is. I had two. C-section.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's when they put you to sleep and they take the baby out.
You have 4?
I had two.
2?
My son
That's
and my
it?
daughter. I didn't push them babies out. They took them out. I tried. I tried. I couldn't do it, Buddha. I couldn't do it.
They were too big?
Well, my daughter, something about her cord was wrapped around her cord. I had to have
Mm.
emergency surgery. It was the way she
Mm-hmm.
was positioned in my body, the way she was positioned.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was like it would have been had me in danger.
Yeah, I see it on movies. Yeah. They
So
gotta cut you open
they had
right
her and yank
away.
her, they had her and yank her
Yep.
out. They had to pull out, Buddha. Cut me
Yeah, they
open,
gotta
pull out.
hurry up. Yeah.
But anyway, Terry, you had a colonoscopy, right? How did it make you feel? Honestly, how did it
Yes,
make feel
ma'am.
like it violated?
It all depends on the doctor.
Oh.
Cause some doctors I wouldn't trust them no further than I could throw 'em.
Don't tell Buddha that.
Huh? What?
Cause I'm just being straight up
I
honest.
missed this. I'm sorry.
Because my mother died in a hospital accident where somebody gave her the wrong medicine and it busted a blood vessel in her head.
What?
You know what? They did the same thing to my dad.
They said
You
what?
don't give a cancer patient ever dilated, and the nurse gave my father dilated, and
Yeah.
he had liver cancer. It
Yeah.
shut down all the organs in his body.
Wow.
Yeah, a nurse did that to my dad and killed my dad. That's what
It's
made my
scary
mom
now.
become a nurse.
Wow. But yeah, it ain't too bad, Buddha. But it's best to get these things done, to know ahead of time. Like my dad, he's doing okay, but they still taking tests on his kidney. The prostate, is they didn't they give him treatment, but the kidney, they still working. They were saying they didn't see no cancer on it now, but it's still something else going on with his kidney. So y'all just continue to keep us in prayer. We'll continue to keep y'all in prayer. And I have enjoyed
Yeah.
y'all. This has been a good show. Let's just continue to stay connected and support each other, keep lifting each other up. And like I said, if you got any kids going to school, just talk to your kids. Know where your kids. Talk to them about the bullying, and don't let no one mistreat you or your children. Let them know if
Get them
anything
into
like that happens, you can
meditation.
report those things. You can report them, and something
Get
can,
them into meditation.
huh?
Get them into meditation now.
Okay.
It's an early age. Get them into meditation and boxing.
You heard my
MMA.
granddaughter talking about she
Mixed
already know how to.
martial arts.
The girl talking about she already know how to fight,
Okay, tell her what's your stance. Call
huh?
her over. Call her over and tell her what is your stance. And I will
Yana,
tell you no, she needs work.
Yana, Yana. Buddha call you, Yana, Yana. Buddha said, "How you?" I wish you want to know how do you do when you get ready to ball? How do you do?
How's your stance?
She said, "Show her your stance the way you do." She said she don't have a stance. What you?
What? They just knock you over, push
She said
you.
she just go out swinging.
You don't go out swinging. You watch the person. You watch if they going to go lift their hands up,
Look,
then you
look.
go
Come
attack
here. Buddha trying to
under.
show you how to box, girl. Come here. Buddha, you
If
gonna have me going? Look, how you want her to do it, Buddha? Show
if
her, Buddha.
if anybody
Get
puts
on
their
camera and
hands
show her,
up,
Buddha. Get on
I
camera.
don't have a shirt on.
Oh, I don't want to see that. Get out of here.
Oh,
Look at
Look,
Terry.
listen. If they come,
that's
if they lift
TMI. Too
their
much
arms up,
information.
Hold on. What you mean you ain't got a shirt
look.
out?
If they lift their
Look,
arms
you
up,
see her.
okay. When
She
you
said
see
about
a
taking the
person
what?
lift their arms up, my dad told me in fifth grade, if you see someone lift their arms up, he said you kick them as hard as you want, and you kick like a field goal right in the middle. Just boom! And I did that, and I popped the boy's testicle in fifth grade.
She listening.
And then another time, they put their hands up, and I know how to go on the bottom. If you watch John Claude Van Damme, Blood Fist, if you watch
That
it, you will see what
boy.
I'm talking about. The guy goes up and he goes under and he attacks like a football player and
She
hugs.
listening now.
Bear hugs the back of your knees and pulls you. With all your might, pull them up. They're gonna go
Look,
boom
you
on the
sit down. We
floor.
don't want to see nothing
Then you
hanging out.
go over and you get them in headlock, and then you just headlock and you put your legs and you tie them like you pin them down.
She listening now, Buddha.
And then this how you box.
Look,
Jab, jab, punch.
she said this like
Jab,
box.
jab, punch. You got jab, jab, punch. Whatever's your most powerful hand, that's the hand you're gonna stay back with. So at first, you're gonna stand like this. You go jab, jab. You're gonna move around, boom. And then what most people don't expect is the uppercut and the left and the hooks. When you hook them, uppercut them with all your
We get some
might.
free
Uppercut them.
boxing lesson tonight. Free boxing lesson.
You left and uppercut with all your might. Watch them fly.
All right. Tell her thank you. She said thanks. And when she gets suspended, I'm gonna come find you. When they kick her out of school, I'm coming to find you because you telling the girl to do the uppercut, the head knock, the
She
kicking.
can't go out. She just can't go
Ooh,
swinging because that lets your guard down. You gotta let the other
Ooh,
person
you seem
come
like you
out.
know some good. You
If
seem
the
like
other
you're a
person come
professional.
out swinging like this, you just go like this and you boom, boom again, and you just do it. And then you uppercut
Look at
them.
Professor out of
You
laughing.
move around.
Y'all saw them tips over here, y'all. We tell you on my channel, we get a little everything. I love y'all so much. Thank you, Buddha, for everything. My granddaughter know she was like, she like this. She in the camera like this.
But
She was
tell her. Promise me you gonna tell her. Tell her. They come out swinging like this, like they usually do. Tell her she gotta go like this, bomb. Start hitting with them hooks and them uppercuts. Just go all crazy and just train.
all
Tell her,
right.
just
I
train.
think she was over here doing like this. She was over here doing
Yeah,
Buddha.
and you can get
They
her a
go back to
boxing bag
school.
on Amazon.
They go back to school on the 33rd. That girl get into it with somebody. I'm gonna say, Buddha! I'm gonna come find you, Buddha. I'm gonna come find you. You hear me? I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna do like you do. I'm gonna find your address. But we have had fun. We got our pun across tonight. I love each and every one of y'all. Terry, what's your last word? Booty last word. We're gonna get ready to go. I'm gonna say my last word. We're gonna let it ride. What's your last word, Booty? Yo, you showed my daughter how to
And
granddaughter
I
how to talk.
said, one love, good night.
Good night. Love you.
Love
Bye-bye.
you. Good night, everybody.
Okay. Terry, what's your last words?
Make sure you have proper communication with your children. Because if you
Mhm.
don't have proper communication, when things get hard, they're going to emotionally shut down. And also, when a child brings a situation to you, don't treat them like they did something wrong. Help them through the situation and don't judge them about the situation.
That's right. And thank you, Terry, for always being here. Thank you for being the hype man, as you put it. You,
Yeah.
Professor, and Tamika, and a bunch of y'all. I thank y'all for just being here, y'all. I like the vibe I get from each and every one of y'all. Y'all, the chat be running good. I don't have no drama over here. Y'all know how I am over here. We try to talk things out. We try to be adults. And I love y'all. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Just know Christmas coming up. I give Christmas gift. I don't know what y'all ask, but I always give my moderators Christmas gifts and things like that. And the holidays are about to roll around after a while. So you can ask all the ones that been connected with me. I always give them a little token to let them know that I appreciate them for being with me, helping me with my channel because I'll be up here talking sometimes. I don't know what that chat be doing, but Professor been down there running things. She have been talking back to the panel. You already have been doing things for me when you come in. And I just want to tell my moderators and my members, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. This has been a good night. So I'm just gonna wrap this on up, Terry. I hope you have a good night, Terry, and
It's already been great.
And thanks for always being part of my team. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. 'Cause like they say, we can support a person. We can talk about a person when they did something wrong. Why can't we support a person when they do something right?
That's right. That's right. And I love each and every one of y'all. Love all y'all have y'all own personalities, and I like them. Miss QT came in Panama. A lot of my members did come in. Thank y'all for tuning in. I do a lot of awareness over here. Whenever I put something out, I always say it's for educational. I always say it's for educational and entertainment purposes only because I would not try to put something out here to hurt no one. I always try to do stuff to lift someone up along with me. And by me having grandkids, I know that bullying is serious. And let's take things serious, everybody. Let's listen to our children, tell them about their surroundings. And if anything go on at the school, report it. If they can't report it, come home, tell the parents, let them know, let your parents get involved in the legal way with it. Because it's good to defend yourself, but don't go looking for trouble. Don't look for trouble. Just try to do what you gotta do to defend yourself and keep it moving. I have enjoyed everybody. I'm finna put my disclosure out for the end of the show. I hope everybody enjoyed. I hope the tips were helpful. I hope the sign were helpful. I love my panel. Terry, Miss Key, Buddha, y'all had me laughing. Y'all had my grandchildren involved. I'm surprised my granddaughter came in. She had to come in here because she know when I talk about bully, I always share her story because it happens to her. But I'm praying my children have a good, successful year. I hope whoever was in my chat and whoever is listening, I hope y'all kids have a good school year. Just always pay attention to them. Tell them to watch their surroundings. And if anything going on that y'all need to know, make sure you let your parents know. Go out there and make them A's and B's. Make your parents proud. Y'all will have a good year. And to my chat, I love each and every one of y'all. To my Georgia troopers, my members, I love y'all. Thank you for always supporting. I cannot do it without y'all and God. So on that note, y'all have a blessed weekend. Stay encouraged. Stay prayed up. Until next time. Bye-bye. Mwah. I gotta go stretch now. This bike trying to work out. Need to work it out a little bit. But thank you, Miss Key, and all y'all. Thank y'all. I love y'all so much. Thanks to everyone that shared me out. Like I had about 3 or 4 people that shared me out. Appreciate y'all. I hope this information does be helpful. That's right. That's right. That's right. I like when you put that in the chat one time to go. Be determined to have a lovely and peaceful weekend, everyone. And stay cool, everyone. Keep a drinking those fluids. Keep a drinking those fluids. Bye-bye. Stay safe, stay blessed, and always stay prayed up. Until next time. And thanks for joining.